I paused this trailer. Like, and that's Kaos reacting to Fate.
Kaos was reacting to a Fate thing trailer. What? I don't know Fate. What is Fate? No, what were you watching?
Fate Samurai is the newest action RPG.
There you go.
Made by the Dynasty Warriors people.
If you guys notice the connection dipping, it's because I forgot to turn my VPN off before going live, and so I was like, I need to turn that off. It's gonna like suck enough.
Yeah. If you were saying the chat, it's Discotek Day apparently.
It is, yes. Discotek is streaming in 4 hours from now. And they're going to be doing reveals prior to their Otakon panel for their Blu-ray releases. So be excited because I'll be watching it, but not watching it live because I would just be a mess as always.
Don't you do it live, Kaos?
Sometimes Kaos does, but
what I do?
React to Metal. Welcome. To
someone really wants to know what Discotek is. Discotek is a company.
Disco.
They're a boutique anime tokusatsu Blu-ray company. They make the most cartoons. They make the most obscure stuff. True. They put a lot of love and passion into it, and any show that gets picked up by Discotek will get the best release possible. And they're doing like a stream in 4 hours to announce more stuff.
They're like the most high-end cult video makers.
Yeah.
Me and Wheels did say we wanted to stream our reaction to it on Hero Club, so.
Oh yeah, that'd be neat.
We might.
And then, well, look at this. My screen share is not working. I was gonna pull up the tweet because everyone was like, "Oh, where do you watch it?"
Oh, he said Water Kosowa.
Here we go.
Baran Doban.
Apologies to everyone in the stream chat. Today is already just not off to a good start. Here we go.
Yeah, no, today's weird.
So it's going to be on twitch.tv/Discotek Media. Also, apparently Digimon's trending today, and Nightwing and Soundwave. And I don't know if that's Twitter just specifically doing my stuff, but it's cool to see that.
Digital Deluxe Edition.
Yeah, Kaos is still reacting to a Fate trailer in the background.
It just finished.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, now I'm good.
So anyways, Discotek streams, it's about 4 hours. So after this stream, guys can like go chill for 2 hours, go watch Discotek stream. You know, that's all. That'll be fun. But yeah, let's introduce our voice chat because we didn't do that. we're a little off kilter today.
Who are you people?
Boy, are we?
Yep. Well, I am Soundout12. I think that my face and name are all over the place here. So yeah, fun times. All right. Well, we have Ryan, the Dark Claw 643.
What does the 12 stand for Soundout12?
Watch.
How old he was?
What? Yeah, it was my age at the time. We also have, of course, the fighter Kaos, known as the Jerry.
Yeah.
What does the Kaos stand for?
Hard times, baby, hard times. But
what does the Kaos and fighter Kaos stand for?
Okay, that's actually a really neat thing. When I was 15, I just looked up the word chaos. Found an article about the etymology of the word, where it came from. The Greek word chaos came up, and I just thought that's cool. And the rest, stuck.
I doubt your organization.
I just thought it was cool. Rule of cool.
I doubt it was your organization 13 nobody counterpart.
You never know.
Never know. And then the other voice.
And then the
here...
fighter part is from Fighter Roar from that Ultraman Kamen Rider Gundam crossover game.
Oh yeah. That's the origin of Fighter Chaos. What's the origin of Metal's ongoing list of usernames that he's had over the years? He's currently the master of eyes. I don't remember what
Metal
it is.
Blue Eyes.
Metal Blue Eyes. Can't remember.
I just like changing myself every now and again.
What does the visible stand for Visible Ninja?
Well, just because I can hide, but I'm a fat piece of shit, so you'll be able to see me.
You would do well. You'd probably be a better leader than Ninjas than Takaharu was, though. But so we got a full chat today, which is great because we got a ton of news.
Yes, we do. Ooh, boy.
First bit of news because we got some people here. I have been looking at two things recently to do with the channel. Patreon and YouTube memberships. I've been comparing and contrasting. Because
which was a lesser two evils.
yeah, they both have benefits. Patreon is going to be like more work on my end. YouTube membership is a lot more automated, but YouTube membership takes a lot more cut. So, outside of that, my question is to the chat, does anybody have any preferences on Patreon and YouTube memberships? Mention it in the live chat, because I would love to hear anybody's thoughts in either direction on that.
If we do YouTube memberships, we could have special unique emojis you can use in these streams.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Yeah, I guess I should lay that out. Like Patreon stuff, I can like kind of do whatever I want. With YouTube memberships, it's mostly just like fancy emojis in the streams and like special badges for being a member, and you can do like member exclusive live streams through YouTube. So yeah, I mean, I'm curious, what everyone's experience is and like what everybody is, and like whenever I launch either of it, don't feel like obligated to subscribe to either. I will do more like there will be some exclusiveness to it, but mostly it's like it's either going to be YouTube member exclusive live streams or Patreon exclusive live streams in addition to the other live streams. I'm not going to lock any videos behind a paywall because that's just not what I want to do. It's mostly to be like an opportunity for you guys like help support me directly so I can continue doing this the way I'm doing it.
With Patreon, with the whole like what YouTubers do, like, oh, here's a video 1 week ahead when it comes out, and like, can you even do that with sometime with your work schedule?
With my current work schedule, I cannot like guarantee early access, but what I might do, I kind of stole this idea from Josh at Toku Topics, is like the big videos that I like work on heavily, that would get early access on Patreon. He does that where it's like there's like one huge video he works on, and then the Patreons get early access to that kind of thing. So yeah, that's just it'd probably be similar for me because I'm most of the time like I filmed Wednesday's video. You can see her back there. She's turned away because she's embarrassed at how our stream ran. I just reviewed Figure Arts Anjouamon for Wednesday. It's Monday. I don't work that far in advance. I've tried to work further in advance. It just has not gone well. So
speaking of sound, you should read Psycho's.
Psycho says, why do a YouTube membership or Patreon when OnlyFans you'll get more money for the CSM Double Typhoon? See, here's the thing. Because of the way YouTube is and everything else, if I were to have an OnlyFans, none of you would know about it directly. That would have to be a separate business and a separate like whole thing. But I honestly, I don't know. OnlyFans is a whole different. It's a whole different business. I gotta get like this business in line first. Muteki T, I appreciate your comment. Muteki T says, "Look, if I was a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, would give you guys $1,000 a week. Unfortunately, I'm not." I appreciate the thought. If we all had Fortune 500 money, that would be neat.
I mean, the biggest goal right now is one to get sponsored by Ray Shadow Legends or Surfshark VPN.
Yeah, something like that.
Or Ray's Con.
One of those, yeah, because like right now, I think the only sponsored stuff we currently have is Massiveverse related, because they send me comics and then they don't tell me what to do with them, so I just kind of make little videos on them. Like there'll be another one this week because they sent me something. But the channel's starting to build, and I'm like, I need to build a little thing, but I'm starting to run into some like I don't want to say I'm running into financial trouble because I'm not. But I'm running into little roadblocks. Like I wish I could get a wireless microphone. I need another hard drive because I'm out of space with all my video files. Mm-hmm. Things like, kind of like to up the production value. Like maybe I need more lights. Like my lights currently work really good. But it's
one day Sal could actually pay me as his graphic designer.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing too, is like I want to pay Ryan some stuff for all the work he's done. But the problem is like right now I'm just juggling how to keep up with the toys that go into the videos. That's where I'm keeping up, is the toy part. So like a lot of like, if I can get like Patreon, well, I'm probably gonna end up going with maybe, I don't know, I might do both, but like, Patreon would help us like improve, like maybe buy new mic, like maybe I got buy a microphone for streaming, so you're not just using my built-in Mac microphone.
Like I did for these streams and videos. I have a steady job, so I can afford doing that.
Right, yeah. So like I get whatever YouTube throws out at me once a month.
Yeah, because I've been thinking of doing. I've been studying more animations, and I would like to do big animation stuff for the eventual breakdowns, but like. That takes time from out my regular schedule from my other commission work I had to do for other people commissioning me. That like I can't like sacrifice time working on something for free. I do it.
It's the reason why like Ryan made the thumbnail template, but I still make the thumbnails because I don't want to ask him to do every thumbnail because that takes time, and I'm like I got a template. I can work with a template. So it's one of those things that we're gonna look at. So there's going to be more with it.
For example, me and Owen did that Sonic retrospective intro for free. That took a whole month of production.
Yep. And I can guarantee you that video did not make enough back to even split that is like splitting the pennies at that point. But yeah, no. So like that, be on the lookout because I'm going to be working on that. I do know with Patreon, you can do Discord integration directly, and that kind of feels like something that would be cool. So, look forward to details on that. But thanks everyone that gave me feedback on YouTube members Patreon. I think people are more familiar with Patreon overall. Is my general understanding.
I think with YouTube memberships, I think it's one of those things where. I think some people still don't know what's the benefits of them. I think the issue.
It's not much. It's mostly the creator doesn't have to hardly do anything because YouTube will do it automatically.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing. Patreon's a little bit more hands-on.
Patreon is simple. It's like you're literally just supporting the creator, and they'll give something back if you do support them.
So yeah, and so we'll keep up with that. I'm researching ideas. I'm comparing and contrasting to other creators to see what they're doing. We'll start it small. It'll build up over time, hopefully. But speaking of building up, I want to give a big shout out to you, my audience, because somehow this Ninja Turtles video got 2,000 views in 4 days. That's fast for us. That real quick, like that was the highest performing video of last week by far. So thank you to everyone that checked that out. Same with the Digimon Blu-ray and DVD history that hit 841 views in 2 days. That one's moving pretty quick too. Got a lot of great comments on that. I remember, I think someone commented on one of those videos going, I watched this anyways, despite not knowing anything about the subject. And so I appreciate that because that's the kind of, that's the support I need is you just check out the videos because I put them out, as opposed to just the direct, personal engagement, with the brand. So, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I got a lot of great comments on that Blu-ray and DVD history. And I got a lot of great comments on the Ninja Turtles. People were like, oh, thanks for comparing with the comic itself, because that was something I did unique to that. Also, on top of that, YouTube Shorts, aka YouTube really likes me doing these. They sent me an email. They're like, hey, you did really good with Shorts. So, X-Men Odd Wave went up. That's almost hit 1,000 views. We had another Lightning Collection lottery. There won't be one this week. I'm breaking my streak because I didn't buy any Lightning lately.
You should eventually just turn it to Hasbro lottery because some other lines are having the same issue.
Yeah, if it gets widespread enough on other lines, it might turn into something else. But I definitely, those have been doing well. The Spider-Man No Way Home 3-pack's been doing well. Miguel O'Hara over here is getting me all the views. So yeah, 36,000 views on the Spider-Man 2099 short. That got outside the target audience, as they say. So pretty good. But yeah, thank you, someone. Someone said this channel has stuff for literally everyone. I want more people to see it because there's something for everyone. That's the idea, is to not just be. I don't want to ever pigeonhole the channel into one topic.
You don't want to be trapped.
I don't want to be trapped. I want to be like, let me do 2 Digimon videos back to back. Yeah, Muteki T, Digimon, I imagine it's going to be split dub and sub until we get to Adventure 2020 and Ghost Game. Everything else, because there's edits on all of those. So there's that. Muteki T asked if I got Spider-Punk. I did. He is really cool. So here is Spider-Punk. He's amazing. I got both of them. I got this one and the comic one. This is one of the best figures of the year, by the way. So there is that. So we got, let's see. Psycho O's, if you want a Thundercats Roar video, stay tuned for Patreon or YouTube membership or whatever we're doing. I might do a Patreon tier that's just like, you pay me this much money, I will do whatever video you ask, and that would be the time.
That's gonna be the goal, is to make you watch Thundercats Roar in entirety.
Hellfire mentioned Darkstalker's history when I could cover the entire franchise's history in one video. It's not like it's that deep.
I mean, what you could do, because there's a lot of that, so you could do like a toy history of just not Darkstalkers, but Capcom. Like Capcom has, honestly, with the Jada toys, thinking about it, Capcom has an interesting history with the toy license, like with both in general, because there's the Bandai for the Rooster Mega Man, but then there was the Street Fighter G.I. Joes, and then there was Toy Island, and then I think like Palisade Store got Resident Evil, and then there was the Toy Biz Marvel's Capcom. So there's a big history especially with the Jada Toys Capcom stuff being in the news right now. Honestly, that could be a history later.
Yeah.
Deca Striker. Hey, quick question, Sean.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but I'm embarrassed to say I own a shit ton of Sentai DVDs, but I haven't seen most of them.
Don't worry about it. I haven't watched Time Ranger. I haven't watched Time Ranger, Hurricane Ranger, or Abba Ranger.
Tips binging through them. I have obviously seen completion 9 series, but 6 of those are on DVD. I'll just say, just pick one that interests you the most. That's all I say.
If you want a personal recommendation, Jump.
Of the ones that have been released by Shout specifically.
Gal Ranger's fun. Try Gal Ranger. Real quick, so back in that Spin Dash mentioned if we are lucky to get Crosswords Part 3 and Applemon, you think Discotek would commission a dub, or is it too lofty? Probably too lofty, not because of Discotek. Well, I mean,
but Toei.
I think Toei is probably like, nah, it's not worth it.
With some of their other commission dubs, that's usually because they're more smaller scale or more scholars.
They're usually shorter too. Apple Monsters is like 50 episodes. Most of the Discotek dubs the dubs that Discotek have done have been usually OVAs or like short series.
Movies or like 13 episodes series. And plus, like, they could commission those for like more obscure things. Like,
I think Toei has a say on whether or not they get dubbed.
Yeah, Toei. You can't commission dub for a Toei show. Like, you have to, like, that's a Toei decision.
Muteki T, are you not getting the Thundercats cave? Are you? The Thundercats Cats layer that Super 7 has teased, if it's Ultimates, I'm not getting it. It's too big. If it's Reaction, I'm not getting it because I don't collect Reaction. I don't see any way I'm ever getting that because
how much is Castle Grayskull again?
Castle Grayskull was 270, but that was at Matty Collector. Snake Mountain was 600.
600. So
600 bucks. It's not even a price thing. I literally would not have room for a Silverhawk or I would have room for a Silverhawks Mirage, but not a Thundercats Cats layer. I love Thundercats, but just looking at like the hypotheticals, it'd just be way too big. I could never put it anywhere.
And
Hellfire says, sometimes I wish I wasn't a collector. Too many companies are putting out too many things at once. I know the feeling. I don't have desk space right now.
I know, right? And especially with costs, because like, look, this is why I kind of stick with like either lines that don't have like come out constantly, or some exceptions, or they're like fairly priced. AKA why I keep collecting Jack Sonic, because one's good toy line wheels, so like it won't break my bank.
Yep. Matthias Laura, as always, reminds me to tell people, give the stream a like. Please hit the like button. I'd really appreciate that. SSJ4 Jason, if you ever get an Ultraman Hikari SHF, one of his accessories should be the R-Up gear, so we can turn him into Hunter Knight Tsurugi. I would love that if they could do it as one figure. Bandai seems to be doing that when they have new molds, like trying to do, combo figures like that. Regulos having swappable arms was like game changing.
So. I forget. Does like Hunter Knight and Hikari, do they have the same body with a different head, or because I remember?
I think you can just do it with a head swap and a chest armor change.
You
I
know,
don't think it's
because I
too
think
much.
this chest is different also.
Yeah.
Welcome to chat. Welcome to chat. Power Tracks and Super Shag Boom.
Yeah, we didn't really do a chat rundown, did we? We're all out of...
I'm back.
Welcome, Kels.
I gotta show you how you look when I pause to walk away. So that.
Okay, yeah, they should send it. I'll put it up on the screen.
It's just like that's the way to come back.
Yeah, Hellfire says I just bought a new shelving unit. It's already full. I need to replace my marble shelves. They're just packed.
I regret.
And Common Jojo, I did not like the 2003 Hulk movie when I saw it in the theater when I was 8, and I have never watched it since. I probably should revisit it.
You probably should, but
I remember it having comic book panel transitions, and that was neat.
You know, it's very Hulk Age Smash.
Yeah.
Ainley Hulk is one of those movies I understand where the story they're trying to tell, but I'm just not a big fan of how they told it.
Yeah, exactly.
I regret kind of playing my Marvel Legends and make McFarlane's multiverse together because it's already cram.
Adding to this, shelving is like a thing that Patreon would help with. Because I don't have room in the budget to buy shelves after I'm like trying to keep up with all this stuff. I
need to get one of those like more of those clear like step stand because I have two. Because I bought 2 for my Transformers shelf, but I really didn't get more because those do come in handy for these 2 shelf displays.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's when it comes to the point where I had to now combine shelves this way because I have a dedicated shelf for the Jack Sonic stuff, but at this point now I'm just gonna make the video game shelf because video game bigger shelf because it's getting too crammed everywhere else.
Yeah.
And then essentially we have big like stuff like I just built the Machine Dramon and like oh god he's big, where can I put him? He takes so much space.
Alright, I'm posting a poll for everybody. I got the Jada Toy, Street Fighter, Ryu, and Fei Long in. The poll is, do I review them Friday, or do I wait for Chun-Li? Have at it, y'all.
Hey, Ryan. You gotta see how sad I looked at that pause.
Yeah.
I gotta see it, too.
It's in the stream chat in Discord.
Muteki, be like Pixel Dan and put it on the floor. You guys don't know where my Origins Castle Grayskull is, then.
You showed me your room several times, and I'm still like, how is everything? Where are you putting this stuff?
Legitimately, I do not know. I just don't know how I do it, honestly. Like, right now, like, you guys can't see my desk, but, like, right now, instead of having space, I have Battle Trap with Freezer writing on top. I have Air Razor sitting here. There's a whole X-Men 5-pack. There's a whole X-Men wave I reviewed. It's just sitting over there at the moment. The thing is, I should do more room tours and collection tours. I'm just slightly embarrassed.
At least, I mean, I feel you. Like that's not like in my room.
Here is my face that the Kaus captured when he popped away.
It's like that's what it paused you on.
That's me looking at my bank account every month. Yeah, no, honestly, did Metal already fall asleep?
Yeah.
Well, you know what that means.
You can mute him.
He is muted. Anyways, but thank you to everybody that's in the chat. It's us trying to catch up to everybody in the chat right now. It's going to be a little chaotic.
By the way, your room tour would be a lot better than a certain wrestler I saw who did a room tour.
I think you showed me that
He barely showed. Yeah, I did because I was like, look at this room tour. He just talked and doesn't show his room.
You know what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna do like we're gonna do let me just pivot here. This is called Exposing the Clutter.
Don't look at it.
I just took a pic. I just gotta show everybody how my working conditions are at the moment. Because a lot of the times too, like when I get done with video stuff, I'm just tired and I don't have energy to organize.
That's me. That was me because after doing the stuff, filming for the Transformers Legacy Rundown, I still yet to clean up the mess of toys on the table from it. I'm just too lazy.
You have no idea. After doing the Legacy Rundown filming, my Transformers are still in boxes. So, Matthew Slower once again Appreciate the shout-outs for the likes. 21 people watching, only 4 likes. We gotta get it up. Let's see what it says internally.
Well, it's 15 now.
Internally,
I
it
see
says
14.
14, so we're doing good. Yeah, let's see. Oh, poll's interesting. People were like, wait for Chun-Li. I'll leave the poll up the whole stream today because I don't have any other poll ideas at the moment. Let me get a window capture in here so that you guys can see what we're looking at. I'm gonna show what my desk currently looks like because I'm waiting on a bunch of stuff to. What the heck? Where did it go? Mac OS screen capture. There we go. That's not what we want. Oh no, it's all out of control, guys. The whole stream.
Okay.
Window capture. There we go. Okay. Where the heck is
there you go.
preview? There we go. Boom. Okay, here it is. Now we can get it back in. This is what my desk looks like at the moment. Okay, this is called stuff I have to review or stuff I have to. I mean, Blob is just sitting on top of the printer. This is what my desk currently looks like.
Stop the Blob.
You know, I got
Look at that.
the Spider-Mans are hanging out here after filming them. I got like X-Men villains that have to go into the shelves I don't have room for. You know, freaking Mezco Superman is just flying above Mafek's Storm because that's what we're currently at right now.
Rhino Beetle. Rhino Beetle just instant packages.
Rhino Beetle's sitting there to remind me I need to review him.
And Oswald is suffocating in there.
Yeah, some of these things are supposed to stay, like Teen Wolf and Oswald, they're staying. The Doctor Dooms are staying, like that. They're their normal stuff. Everything else just needs to be organized. Somebody else. Tomo says still think you need shelves in the ceiling. I agree. That we need shelves in the ceiling. But yeah, that's what my desk currently looks like. So if anyone feels bad about their desk being messy, don't. Yeah, Donnie Pearson mentioned he saw a Borg. This is my talking Borg from the Playmates line. He probably needs to go back with the other Star Trek stuff, but I just like having him, and he just knocked over somebody. Yeah, the whole desk needs cleaning. That needs to be done. I need a basement, guys. Does anyone have any recommendations on digging a basement for a house that's one story?
Let's get TNT.
Yeah, no, seriously. But anyway, thank you for everybody. Yeah, Donnie Pearson, we will talk about Star Trek Prodigy in the back half of the show just because I want to give it some time because I have thoughts.
Steven Listen asks, are you excited for Power Rangers Cosmic Fury?
Nope.
That's the current drama. That's
No,
the current drama.
I actually, like, legitimately, at one point, I thought, oh yeah, I'm excited for Cosmic Fury, but the fandom's been so insufferable about it, I actually don't care anymore.
I mean, it doesn't help that it's both a Hasbro and Netflix thing. I don't know,
I don't know why the actors are allowed to post behind the scenes from photo shoots for official press photography,
Right.
and then they don't post the official press photography.
Yeah, because that's a Hasbro
And it's a Hasbro thing for sure. Because Once and Always they had like photo shoots of Min in the Yellow Ranger suit, and we've never seen the actual photos. We've seen the behind the scenes of the photos, but not the actual photos. And that's just like where are those photos? Once and Always has been out for like 2 months. Can you like do something for marketing? Will says the NDA for Cosmic Fury must be lax. I think it's non-existent because I don't think anybody at Hasbro exists to enforce it. They laid off a bunch of people.
I don't think half of these, both the Once and Always, the Cosmic Fury Instagram posts from the actors would have been making out. There was some strict NDA.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else. Like, I don't think there's anybody at Hasbro monitoring that. I think they got fired. Mutagi T asks, excited about a USA version of the Kirino toy. Personally, I think it's cool that it works with the Dino Fury stuff, but that's like it. And I'm not buying it. I have all the Q Ranger mecha. I don't need it, and so I can't really get
I'll probably pick it up because I do like the Hasbro Zords as much as they do feel like cheap plastic. I think it's smart to keep the Zord links up. It's just more of that whole I'm not gonna go full Doomsday Theory because we only got revealed 3 Dino Fury Cosmic Fury toys because I think some people like trust the listings too much sometimes because people go like, oh, we only have like 3 listings, or oh my god, they have only revealed 3 toys. Like they can just pop.
There could be more stuff. You know, it's just but the problem is I keep seeing I keep seeing the fandom overreact to people. Like Josh said, um, Josh said, basically Josh said, I only know of 3 toys, and these are the 3 toys. And then everybody took it as, oh, Hasbro's only making 3 toys. Like, no, he only knows about 3 toys.
Yeah, because I think that's the thing. I think,
Can people, like, everybody that's overreacting to Cosmic Fury tweets like this, please go take a reading course, because I think we're losing collective reading ability.
because
The overreactions have been insane.
Because this is no diss on Josh. I was actually talking about him, but I feel like people rely on him too much in the fandom, like as of late, because it feels like he's like one of the few people that does cover the leaks and stuff because of his sources. That people kind of like he is the word of God. It feels like the whole word of God is Josh,
which is not. He just knows what he knows. Like, I know things that I don't talk about, but I know things that I have talked about. The thing is that if I were to tweet something... Actually, no, this already happened to me. I don't even need to, like, sideline this. I got dogpiled because I said that the marketing for Futo PI was bad.
I remember that.
It was before the show came out. I was like, I think it's a problem that the Kamen Rider name isn't in the title. I understand the Japanese title doesn't have Kamen Rider in it either, but I think the English marketing should have had Kamen Rider in it. I think they were downplaying the Kamen Rider stuff, and that was a bad move. And I said, I hope this doesn't lead. I said, I hope this doesn't lead to being a problem. People dogpiled on me and said I was doom posting, and guess what? That show didn't even get an English dub because of how little people watched it.
Yep.
And that's even here's the thing. It's not even because of the show's quality. It's more like because I feel like
people didn't even know it was Kamen Rider. Shin Kamen Rider. Yeah. Shin Kamen Rider got people talking. Futo PI conversation just dipped off after the first week.
Because that's I think that's a problem.
So yeah,
when people talk about media nowadays, they just think every thing you talk about is dissing the show and not like it's the same thing. I don't want to go fully into it, but the whole Spider-Verse stuff because a lot of people are feeling bad because of the whole recent word of the animators and like no, like
you should feel bad for the entire industry because it's not Spider-Verse specific.
You can still like the movie, like just because people want.
No, you should like the movie. If you like the movie, you should because the artists that were working on this put their heart and soul into it.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you love it, even better. But you also have to acknowledge that the studio took advantage of people. Because that's what all studios do nowadays. None of the studios treat people that well. And so the thing is that you appreciate, support the work they did so that they can continue to get work. I saw people going, oh, I'm not going to pay for Beyond the Spider-Verse because they treat people bad. No, that's the exact opposite thing with what you should be doing. You should be supporting it because these people need work, and to continue to get work, their stuff has to be successful. Mm-hmm. The thing is, we just need to call out and call attention to the people who are the problem. So the fact that there's articles that like, these are the key producers that were causing the problems, those are the people you need to be going after while supporting the work. Because the thing is that, as I always say with controversies, boycotts don't work because for every one person that knows about a problem with a movie or show, 100 people don't. Mm-hmm. So be supportive and be helpful in exposing the problematic people who are highlighted. And it's not the work itself.
That's the thing, because Food PI... That's the thing about Food PI. It should have done better because it has the right people on it. It has the right because even like it should have got like people who like stuff like Sinful Gear or like mecha anime or just like like people, at least the people who like Gridman, the SSS Gridman series. They should have really enjoyed Food PI, but they didn't. Like, well, not didn't, but didn't know about
because the marketing downplayed the Tokusatsu aspect of it, and that was just really, really dumb.
Mm-hmm. Because Food PI has all the aspects that make a lot of those things that people like are in Food PI, but just since people didn't know about it, it was under the radar.
It was underplayed. They played it because in Japan they marketed it more as a detective show than a Kamen Rider, which the first episode just straight up puts a Kamen Rider in front of your face in the first 2 seconds. So I don't know. That was a dumb. So the thing was, people were like, "Oh, they're marketing it like they did in Japan." I'm like, first of all, not the same thing. Second of all, it's bad marketing in Japan too. That's the thing that I think people missed when I was tweeting.
Say it louder,
I was like,
Soundout.
it was bad marketing in Japan too. Just because they matched the marketing from Japan does not mean it's better or good.
I hate when people use that, not just for that, but for a lot of shows.
Yeah,
it did in Japan. I'm like, that's
a different market. You have if you're trying to sell a show on downplaying its Kamen Rider elements so that you can kind of trick people into Kamen Rider, works in Japan where that's a well-known brand. Not here. You need a consistency. Spin Dash brings up a good point too. The fact that we couldn't get double out was insane, but that's because Toei does not care. Also, someone did mention this is why guilds are so important, especially AI and the rides. It's really scary for artists, writers, and animators. Exactly. Support guilds, support the strikes, because it's the only thing that's actually going to get any progress in this industry.
I'm like that fully pulled me off of Secret Invasion. The fact that Marvel decided.
Guess what?
AI.
Secret Invasion isn't even a good show. On top of that, I actually did not.
I remember I was asking about that. I was like, should I even watch this? And it was like, yeah, no. All right then.
I gotta tell you, yeah. The thing is that like I don't want to talk about Secret Invasion because everything I have to complain about is spoilers. I'm going to watch it, but it is so much just I'm going to watch this once and ignore it. I can just personally say this without spoilers. I did not like it, and I think the writing was reductive, and it was probably the most backwards thing I've seen out of Marvel. I'm actually surprised that Marvel would go as reductive as they were. I don't want to say too much because spoilers, but if you like women characters in shows, don't watch Secret Invasion.
Wow.
And that's all I'm going to say because there were fridges closed in this episode. And that's the thing is that turned me off the show. I thought there was a lot of great things going on it, but the way they treated women in the show was so off-putting and backwards and so 1970s that I just I was like,
God,
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
That's
okay. Yeah. Before we think about this, I was I need a comment.
That's the end of my Secret Invasion talk because I don't want to talk. Otherwise, I have to tell spoilers.
Paratrax.
You're saying 70 said it all.
Yeah.
I will comment because Paratrax didn't the Sonic movie studio get shut down? No, I think that's another misconception.
Yeah, it was that company that produced the Sonic movie animation. One of their divisions got shut down. It was a Canadian.
And mind, it wasn't Sonic. It wasn't
the ones that worked on Sonic. It was just the same company. They had multiple offices and they downsized.
Because they also worked on Cats and Lion King, the live action Lion King. Also, it was a lot of other things. It wasn't just strictly Sonic. The Sonic redesign.
Yeah, that studio had like 6 offices and they downsized a little bit. And it had nothing to do with how Sonic did. It was just the company. Common Jojo, you should buy the Spider-Man 2099 Omnibus. It's the best way to read the original run, and the original run is great.
But going back to Futo PI,
Muteki T brings up a good point. I'm going to cut off the Futo PI talk because we are 40 minutes into the show. And we haven't done a single news topic.
This last comment about Futo PI, but
you get 1 minute while I pull up links.
Futo PI is such this thing doesn't have a lasting legacy because even at the Grim Anime and they have merch of even if it's just here in the mechs or the girls. Futo PI doesn't have that. There's any Tokame statues or anything like that. It just it's kind of sad. I do really
no merch, no second season, nothing.
It's depressing because I do really like it.
It's kind of like a.
It came and went.
Like dust, yeah, exactly.
Black Sun left more of an impact, and they dropped 10 episodes in a single day.
There you go. Boom, gone. Yeah. Ooh, which, like you said, Brian, this kind of sucks, but.
I liked Futo PI, but I don't see it having a future. And I don't. It wasn't dubbed because I don't think it was popular enough. They didn't justify it. Oh yeah, there is a Michael Keaton Batman SHF, but since he's based on the Flash,
because basically because there is a difference between the Flash costume and the first two Keaton movies.
Which is why I didn't buy the McFarlane Flash Batmobile or Keaton Batman, but now they actually it's not in the news topics, but McFarlane is making an 89 Batman and Batmobile set, and I'm really excited to see what that looks like. But let's get on to news because I think it's time to blow through some news. You guys ready? Lightning round. Mm-hmm. All right. Ninja Turtles 2003 is available for pre-order on Amazon. For some reason, when it went up, it was $59.99, and they bumped it up to $66.49. I would say pre-order it if you're going to get it day one, because you'll get whatever the lowest price is, but otherwise you might want to wait a little bit. I ordered it when it first went up. It was $59.99. I don't know why they bumped the price. Hopefully it comes back down. But we talked about this last week. If you want the details, go check out last stream. It is still Paramount distributing. It is a manufactured on-demand release, so it doesn't actually mention Paramount here. But it is a complete set, so you know, I will review it if you guys want to wait to see how it is. There will be a review, guaranteed. All right, next up, Transformers last Tuesday had a stream. Let's go through what we had official picks for. First, Studio Series Mirage from Transformers Rise of the Beasts.
This Mirage, also I think stuff's the most like suffer from concept art nonsense, sadly, because
the car mode looks perfect.
Well, of course they want to get the Porsche mode.
But what
perfect.
the hell is this?
Like, I mean, I like the toy design, the chunky, like reminds me of either Crunchy Air figure, but it does not look like Mirage in the movie at all. They did say they are gonna touch up the head to make it more movie accurate, at least give it the blue.
I really hate the clear plastic arms. I gotta tell you.
Oh god, I didn't realize that.
Yep, he got them clear plastic arms. I still will buy him because thing is, Hellfire mentioned, the head paint's gonna get changed. I have bought everybody from Rise of the Beast so far because I love that movie so much. Hopefully my Scourge shows up this week. I don't really like the clear plastic. I don't really like the robot mode. The car mode looks perfect.
I have a feeling we're gonna get a V version.
I hope we get a version 2. I'm still buying this regardless.
Because even the box, you look at the box art, it's clearly based on old concept art.
Yeah, he had a battle mask back then.
Battle mask, the body's different. It clearly shows that Mirage. I think Mirage wasn't one to start with development because Mirage is pretty much.
I think Mirage had 2 designs. They had the design, they cast Pete Davidson, they redesigned it. And it worked because Mirage and Pete Davidson's as Mirage was great. And I think it was it lined up really, really nicely.
I think it showed because Mirage is practically the main.
Real quick to answer the chat, supposedly the digital release for this movie is sometime in July. So keep an eye out. Yeah,
I think it really shows because Mirage is pretty much your main your kid feel character, quote unquote.
And he's not coming out in Studio Series till December.
And he also has no besides the mainline toy that's impossible to find. He has no toys, at all in the line.
And I think a lot of that is the Porsche because Porsche did all the marketing for him.
Yeah, it's either the Porsche, but also I feel like again, maybe Mirage wasn't meant to be a big part.
A lot of things changed. This movie got pushed by 8 months, so a lot changed. I will say though that Optimus Primal looks freaking fantastic. Though
the Primal looks so good. Like I was thinking, getting the mainline Voyager because I thought that looked really nice, but this looks
incredible. He comes with the transwarp key, which is a big MacGuffin. He also comes with this is crazy. Okay, he's like an accessory pack. The axe goes to Optimus Prime. The chain was in the concept art for Primal, but the chain is confirmed to work with Battletrap to replace the fact he doesn't have a chain for his mace. Amazing.
I think he had the chain the very first trailer. I want to say.
Yeah. The box art's rad. It's a pretty good render of Primal.
Monkey.
The colors they did say will be a bit different. It's going to be more black and silver. I think the back box renders a little bit closer. They're again tweaking it to match up with the movie design. But if you're collecting Rise of the Beasts and you're like, why don't I have a chain for Battletrap? Chain. Why don't I have an axe for Primal? Axe. And the transwarp key splits in half. So I'm so sold on this.
It's too bad I can barely find any of these toys in stores. Seriously, what? Why?
No, I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna totally just buy them online. I pre-ordered Rhinox as well. I'm not messing around. What's also cool is Primal's hands in robot mode are not the same in beast mode. Thank goodness we finally broke that trend.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, they're different because you see they're more robotic-like in robot mode, but they're definitely big old gorilla hands in gorilla mode. So I'm excited. I love this movie. There's also a Core Class Optimus Prime reissue that comes with this trailer, and the Core Class Bumblebee.
It's a gift pack. I actually like this little gift pack. It's
the fact it comes with roller, the gun, the axe, and the thing inside the box. It's $20 more than 2 Core Classes normally cost, but for a $20 box, it's better than Kingdom's $20 box.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right, so next up, here's all the reveals that haven't gone up for pre-order yet, so they haven't given us the fancy promo images. First of all, Shadow Striker. She looks cool.
I still have mixed. I don't dislike the figure at all, but I'm still kind of mixed because again, I was promised a Cyberverse Shadow Striker, and we're getting one of those combo ones.
Yep.
I mean, it's still nice just to have a like it still looks like a good toy, and it's still like a nice challenge I could add to the collection.
And I can't wait for her to become Sideburn.
Sideburn, yeah, is obviously obvious one of those pre-tool figures.
Then we have G1 Bombshell, which we no surprise he leaked even. I think he looks good. I think the head looks a little weird, but they got it to do the whole head gimmick thing like the original, so that's fine. He reuses parts from Shrapnel, I think, which is fine.
Makes sense. I mean,
I don't have a problem with that. I will definitely be finishing off my Insecticons, which will be great. Speaking of mistreating women, Strong Arm is on the same mold as Alita 1 as was Minerva. Can we please stop putting like 3 different women characters on the same body every time?
Like, that's the thing is, I get why they chose this mold, because
Hey, Slobo. Yeah.
I understand why they choose this mold, because it does look like Strong Arm. I will say that at least it looks like Strong Arm.
I will say the in-hand photos that people have been taking that have it early make it look better. I think adjusting the shoulder panels really help. She's not super thick in the show, so this is like fine. I think the truck mode looks too squat for sure.
Yeah, like that's the thing with Strong Arm. A lot of people, it's kind of like people think she's like this big, muscle, bulky fembot, but like
only because the original toy is.
Yeah, I think it's both the original toy, but also during the time she did stand out compared to all the rest of the like.
But compared to like Earthspark Alita 1, she's not.
Like, but huge. I think nowadays, nowadays we're getting more less curvy fembots like Hashtag and Alita 1. That you look back and our Strong Arm isn't that much muscle bulky.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand why they chose this mold.
I think it's gonna work for me. They did a lot of paint work on the face to get her expression nice. They gave her a nose.
Yeah, they gave her a nose.
I'm still in on this, but I don't feel like I need to pre-order her because I think she'll be around. Then there's this piece of crap. Look, no offense to the Diaclone lovers or whatever hobby. I don't know what this color scheme is. I just want my green Earth mode Hound.
Yeah, I love how they avoided.
Where is it? I've seen Hound retooled into a Jurassic Park truck, and now I'm seeing him in brown. I'm like, where's the actual Hound that we saw the render of? Like,
I love they also avoided the Hound, like saying it's a repaint of like Earth Mode Hound in the stream.
Yeah,
it's like this. It's like he is just this enigma, Earth Mode Hound. Because he's gonna be? What was it? The listing said it was a buzzworthy figure.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a buzzworthy figure. There's a picture of him out there, but I'm like, I want him, not this. Why is this coming out? And then also now I'm like, why is this retail and the Hound is Target exclusive? Backwards.
Dude, weird because unlike say the Hot Rod, the Velocitron Hot Rod, or just the Velocitron Wave 2, there's no like they didn't
not canceled.
No, apparently, like I say canceled, but like apparently Galaxy Shell is coming back up again, which yay! I can.
There was apparently like an interview or something that happened with a Hasbro guy that apparently Velocitron Wave 2 was Hasbro like going, okay, hey Walmart, this is a continuing line. Here's your Wave 2, and Walmart's like, no, we don't want that.
Like what?
Apparently that was the case. That like they made Wave 2 thinking Walmart wanted a new subline, and Walmart was like, no, we only wanted one wave of Velocitron, and that's why Wave 2 was completely impossible to find.
I honestly think they should have sneaked it in with the G2
stuff. Apparently they're going to be planning to re-release Wave 2 again. I think they should re-release Cosmos too. But anyways, before we get too off the track, Hellfire mentioned that Galaxy Shuttle randomly just popped up.
I need to get the only one I really need is Galaxy Shuttle and Crasher.
Yeah.
So I need to get those two.
Congratulations on the new system, Noah the Gamer. Yeah, Wave 1, someone mentioned Wave 1 sold like crap. It did, because I think outside of
Override Cosmos.
even Override, you could still get her on like a pulse sale like last week. Cosmos was like the one that sold. Everything else was kind of...
I think it's because G1.
Yep, G1. We got Snarl. This finishes...
the core cost Autobots. Actually, actually are improving the distribution, because I actually was managed to find Grimlock, Swoop, and Slash.
Nice.
Not Slash.
I look at this and I'm like, when's the Dino King? When's the Dino King retool? That's all I care about.
What's nice is they are releasing Slug and Snarl alongside. Sludge. I keep mixing up the two.
Yeah, they're getting them out there, so they shouldn't be too hard to get. which is good.
Because I was like, when this guy go like, cool, but like, I can barely find him in stores, and now that they said that, it's like, yay, I'm gonna get this.
Muteki T brings up a good point. Why don't they repaint that Scourge? That Velocitron Scourge was a travesty. I'm still pissed about that. I can't believe we get these 1-to-1 accurate Diaclone and then they can't get RID Scourge correct. Like, that needs to get fixed. There is an IDW Bludgeon, which I'm just going to pretend is a Cyberverse Bludgeon.
Well, I mean, it's the same design. It's
same
actually
design.
the same.
I never got Tarn.
Tarn's a great figure.
I missed out on him. But
he's a great figure.
I probably get this. He looks cool. I know the Super 7 Ultimate is probably going to be like my go-to
G1.
Bludgeon because he like looks like the comic book. But this is like I totally just sneak him in with Cyberverse
Well,
stuff.
I mean, I said this is Cyberverse Bludgeon. Well, that's G1 Bludgeon.
Yeah. He looks cool.
I love the head. I love the new head. I love that cackling skull head.
Cackling Skull Head is good. Who was the other Voyager this wave? Oh yeah, Dump Truck Man.
I love him. He's a bulky just friend. Like, part of me kind of wish he was like a anime Rekgar reference. But so he looks like I love because have you seen the combined mode they revealed?
I have, and I forgot to pull the picture up. Someone said to check for or in this case, Muteki T said check if Tarn is still on Pulse. I do not see Tarn on Pulse. I just searched Tarn, and this is what I got.
I got him on Amazon.
Yeah,
on Amazon.
I might run back on Tarn if I can, but I think I might have missed the boat because I just waited too long. This guy looks great. I think I'm already out on Junkions though because I did not enjoy the first. What was the first one's name? Scrap Hook.
Yeah,
kept falling apart on me. I don't like the falling apart thing.
I do love that they form like a Junkosaurus Rex.
Yeah, they do. If you could find the picture for me, I'll throw it up.
I'll get it. But I love instead of just doing classic. Junkion robot combine. No, dinosaur. That fits perfectly. With
no, he looks great though. I think the Junkion thing is fun. Dreadwing, we already got a rent. He leaked. That's what it was. He leaked. I have Skyquake. I love Skyquake. I want every variation of this mold, so I'm already in. As soon as I can get Dreadwing, I will get Dreadwing, especially because he's the one in Prime that had a character arc, as opposed to Skyquake.
Yeah, I'm just
two down. King Atlas, G1 Skyquake, and Machine War Starscream to go. 2 down, 3 to go. Because the next 3 will need a head change. At the minimum, they need a head change. But like, yeah, no, we got the two Jet brothers from Skyquake. They talked about a poster for way too long, and my attention drifted. And then they talked about the target packs we already talked about, where it did confirm that the blast effects fit on the dead people. So
or the bird, Beachcomber's bird.
Oh yeah, Beachcomber's bird fits on them too. Yeah, did you find the picture?
I'm looking. Let
me check TFW real quick.
It's not on TW. I checked. I didn't see it.
Weird. I thought they would have posted it. If anybody's got a picture of a Junkion combiner, let me know.
But I love they talk about how even the Hasbro upper management, like, you're making a figure of corpses.
Yeah. Apparently, Hasbro upper management was like, "You think people want this?"
Of course, people want their favorite characters dying.
All right. Next news topic: Blue Beetle movie figures are coming up. Let's look at them. So Todd McFarlane doesn't follow rules, as we know.
He's an insane man.
He is. He doesn't follow rules for comics or toys. So there is going to be 2 Blue Beetle figures for the movie. The first one, pictured here, is Blue Beetle from Blue Beetle movie. It comes with, we'll just go through it. It's got the base figure. He has the Buster Sword, his Final Fantasy stuff going on here. His backpack doesn't have the little things sticking out of it.
There's a little, insect leg.
Insect legs. He comes with these 2 discs and an arm cannon.
Little chakram weapon, saying his Mega Buster.
So the thing is that, yeah, if you want all the accessories, you're going to have to get 2 Blue Beetles. Alternatively, all these accessories exist. If Hasbro was doing this, they would have picked maybe the sword and the wings and called it a day. Or you just get the wings.
Not even the wing. It'll be like small. No, not even the wings. That's too big.
They'll be small wings. Yeah, let's go to the other one. So the second Blue Beetle, is the battle mode Blue Beetle. And he comes with the wings and 4 extra hands.
Like
Would-
full, like, and that's the thing. McFarlane didn't really do that much extra hands. Like, at most, like
Yeah.
2 pairs.
So he comes with a set of fists, a peace sign, a thumbs up, a pointing, and an open hand. So you can actually get some poses. I think mixing the two of these together will be great. The interesting part too is that the actual like things on the back, actually pop up to show his
Insectoid legs.
insectoid legs. Like those actually pop up on the wings, and I wonder if that's reflective of the movie. So if you do want it, you're gonna have to get 2 Blue Beetles. Now the nice part is this is McFarlane Toys, so they're $20 a piece, not 25. So if you want everything, it's gonna run you about 40, as opposed to
I find that interesting.
as opposed to like having to buy like 2 $25 figures.
I find that interesting because I know the McFarlane stuff recently got a price hike now.
Some places
now, but
online do, but
yeah, but it's inconsistent. I know this. Like
Yeah.
some are still the base $20 stuff, and I think all the movie stuff is only $20. I think
Yeah.
from what I've seen. I
yeah,
find that
because
interesting, but,
these
like,
are $20 a piece. But then some of the others have gone up for like 22. McFarlane does not play by rules. Now, if you are into villains and characters who've never had figures before, Carapax will cost $40 because he's a big
he's
boy.
a mega fig.
Mega fig. So, and here's the thing too. I gotta say, I'm happy to report this because people are like, "Oh, Blue Beetle's gonna flop. Blue Beetle's gonna flop." I don't know. The toys sold out before I could order them. They vanished off Big Bad. I barely got the Beatles at Entertainment Earth. Mutaki, did you post the link in the YouTube chat? Because it doesn't really come through that way very well. YouTube's been weird about that.
Send him a DM on Twitter.
Try Twitter or Instagram. I can pick up either. Anyways, so the thing is that I went to order on Entertainment Earth. I got the 2 Beatles and Carapax was already sold out. I got Carapax at Amazon. And then, Fighter Cast, what did I miss? A lot. We're on Blue Beetle now.
Well, I like Blue Beetle.
Yeah, so Carapax is 40. I got him at Amazon. The thing is, Zeltrax is they could have included everything in one figure, but not for $20. He breaks the rules, but doesn't break the rules that much.
McFarlane doesn't do deluxe figures. They only just have, regular figures, They do build a figure. They do regular figures, build a figures, mega figs. That's it. I haven't seen one that. I haven't seen a deluxe figure in terms of DC multiverse. There's Spawn have a deluxe figure, so they haven't done. But they've done this one. They haven't done that for DC yet. Look, I'm happy. Look, because I think at the end of the day, it would probably still cost $40 for everyone to have Jaime to come with everything. So how big those wings
and also big. The fact that the figure's exactly the same, so there's no tooling cost between them. So that means that it would probably be 40 still, because you're paying for accessories in this case more so than the figure. But I will add this to people that are wondering what to do with your second Blue Beetle. I'm putting one on my comic shelf and one on my movie shelf.
Because literally, there's not much different for design, really. Yep. And honestly,
That's pretty cool.
If McFarlane would do a comic Jaime, it would probably have the realistic textures the rest of the line has.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it fits. But yeah, Carapax is a big old $40 figure.
I mean, you can also customize it to be in one of the other colored Beetles if you really want to.
There's also this 12-inch scale statue of Blue Beetle that's like $40, which isn't bad.
Yeah, because McFarlane does this is for the movies they do statues, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And how much is that?
$40 for.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad at all. I actually ordered this. I'm going to be honest. I was like, I need free shipping in Entertainment Earth, and this is here, so I ordered it. I like it. I'll put it on display somewhere.
It does look really nice.
Yeah, there's also a $250 Blue Beetle statue. That's your resin. That's a 12-inch scale resin statue.
Oh, resin, yeah, because resin's expensive.
Yeah, that's why he's $250. He's cool too. Junkosaurus Rex. Here he is. Here is the.
I love him.
The Junkosaurus. Look at him. He's beautiful. They should put that on the box.
That's a perfect.
Yeah.
Junkyard combiner. I don't want.
Totally. I'm gonna leave that up for a
I don't want a big robot. I want them to become like the most redneck thing ever.
Mm-hmm. I will say with the Blue Beetle stuff, I definitely want to I definitely want to say that like it does suck that you have to buy 2 to get accessories, but you may just be like, I just want the wings or I just want the sword. That
Yeah,
kind of
because
thing.
some people, some people just want one over the other, but still,
Yeah.
out there, give me us everything. It might be a weird way to get everything, but still, at least it's better than nothing.
Yeah, because the thing is with Hasbro, I run into a lot is like Lightning Collection. Like I would hate to have to buy 2 Lightning Collection figures to get a full accessory loadout. But if I had to buy if they put out a second Lost Galaxy Yellow right now, like right now, if they put it up on Hasbro Pulse, here's a Lost Galaxy Yellow, she has her Quasar Saber, I would buy it. You know?
Also, I'll say this:
it'd be better than not having it.
Also, I'll say that if you're, I'll say this also: if you're saying that you don't want to buy 2 Blue Beetle figures to get all the accessories, then you're a hypocrite because a lot of people also say you could just package blank accessory and blank figure. That's the same thing. Yes, I mean, yeah, of course, that's a new figure with the same with the new accessory, but like, what if people don't want that figure? Like, it's literally the same logic.
Yeah. I think in the end, get what you want to get. I think it's not a bad deal to get both, just because of how. I mean, the figures are going to be. It looks pretty good too. So, I would take all that as it's up to you. I'm buying both. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not losing any sleep over it. All right.
I mean, you're like Jaime's #1 fan. So
I mean, yeah, okay. It's also because I'm a giant Blue Beetle nerd. That's why I bought the statue, not the $250 one. Yeah, McFarlane stuff. Yeah, Zeltrek says he doesn't like the feel of McFarlane stuff. I feel that. They're tricky because they're really sturdy plastic, but that also means they're not super fun to pose sometimes, depending on the design.
Oh God, that's true.
I stepped on.
I have a few McFarlane.
Where's he at? I stepped on Medieval Spawn's foot the other day, and that was worse than stepping on a Lego. So
I'm like the opposite. I actually love McFarlane figures feel. They're just like they
real quick. Blue Baron. We did talk about Cosmic Fury briefly earlier in the stream, so go check it out when the archive is available.
Yeah, but like I like McFarlane's feel. They're chunky figures, and like I really like posing them.
Mm-hmm.
And like, plus I'm a DC fan, so like
the Spawn stuff though is downright painful to pose at times when they're too spiky. when there's no soft point, there's no soft point to grab. It's painful. It can be painful.
Yeah, but I love the new Mr. Freeze they released recently.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty good too.
And like I think the surprise hit figure for me is Duke, the Shield Duke Thomas figure. That figure is literally like honestly.
Oh yeah, he's like yeah. The signal was like way bigger than I thought. Thought he would be. I thought he was going to be.
He's honestly in like top figure of the year for me. Mm-hmm. That figure, like I like Duke a lot, and I always love his costume. But like I was not something to love that figure.
The Jay Garrick Flash is just as good too.
Oh yeah, and he's great also. Like here's the thing, McFarlane. So ever since I started collecting them, I am not like found a figure I dislike at all. Like I've been enjoying collecting the line, and like it does have its problems, of course. I mean, we still don't have a comic 1D to this day.
Yeah, there's a lot of character selection problems, but I still like a lot of them. Someone mentioned I'm sticking to Mafex for DC. I can't blame you. I have.
I can't afford.
I've got Superman, Cyborg, Superman, Steel, and Nightwing, and it's just I would collect them all the time if I could afford it. McFarlane is a lot more affordable. That's a big benefit, and there's a bigger character variety. But man, when I got Mafex Cyborg Superman, I was like, I don't know if I can ever go back to anything else. And the answer was I couldn't, except for my Mezco Superman. So.
Mm-hmm. Also, I have not experienced one QC issue with a McFarlane figure.
I have, but it's very sporadic. I have like a good 70 McFarlane figures.
Here's the thing: what I noticed with McFarlane QC, it's easy to fix compared to missing accessory.
Yeah, it's like they're not missing anything. It's just like I have a couple faulty ball joints on a couple of them.
Yeah, and that's easy to
I have my Injustice Green Arrow's a mess though. Misfired pin in the shoulder. The logo wasn't printed correctly on the stand. His knee doesn't bend. That one was a weird one, but
I got but still
but again, that's one out of like 70, 75, 80 of them.
Also, so
Kentucky T's reminding me about Mafex Bane, and I'm like, I kind of want it. I kind of want to get it, but I shouldn't. I finally caught up with my Mafex orders. Now I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah, but no, I'm personally a
Yeah.
big fan of the McFarlane stuff personally. Plus, they are affordable.
They are pretty affordable.
Oh, they're nice.
Spin Dash, I mentioned the
Just hard
Keaton
to purchase.
Batman, but I didn't cover it as a topic because I just don't care enough about that suit design for it. Oh yeah, Paul Chucks makes a good point. Todd does just straight up do accessory packs. I got like 3 of them
the
sitting
gun
over there.
that you
I
want-
was
Warner
actually
Bro-
about to ask that.
Yeah,
Warner
he
Brothers
literally
don't let
does
you
these
use
things
guns?
called the Spawn munitions pack that mysteriously some of them look exactly like the guns that go to DC characters.
because Warner Bros. Won't allow them.
Yeah, Warner Brothers doesn't allow
Which is-
guns. Todd's like, I'm just gonna make a Spawn weapons pack.
Oh, that's kind of funny because like the Mr. Freeze has like a effect of the freeze coming out, but then I look at those new like cavemen, like frozen cavemen page puncher
Yeah.
wave and the Mr. Freeze net wave. Like it's just a gun. I guess it has no trigger, so I guess that's how they got away with it. But like it's kind of funny.
So Muteki T's like, if I miss Bane, it could be the bane of my existence. Yeah, but he's 10,630 yen.
That Bane looks great, but like since I have McFarlane, he will scale horribly to everybody.
I have the McFarlane Bane, but like, because the
pretty cool looking,
Mafex
though.
scale to DC Classics.
Oh, wow.
I like my DC Classics Bane, but oh my god, he's beautiful. He's just so expensive.
I know,
Look at
right? He's
him.
like the perfect classic Bane.
So good, but I'm like,
Back when he was just a
he
luchador
comes
man,
with
so-
angry eyes. They got a moting
Oh.
Bane over here, and I'm just like, I want it, but that price.
It's literally just a Mr. Patel head. You know, get ready for my angry eyes.
I do love that it has back-breaking action.
That's great.
The Batman that also goes with this is also really good. Like I gotta highlight it.
He has the pointy shoulders.
But once again, he's like 9,650 yen.
That's
It's worth it. I agree. These are worth it. I just can't spend all this money.
I think like if I'm gonna get one Mafex, I think I might get the Spider-Man because I really do like the Spider-Man Mafex figures a lot.
So is that a
Or-
cloth cape?
It is a cloth cape with a wire.
Wait, I forget. Did Mafex do the Gwenpool that looks like one is accurate to get his art style?
Yes.
Or is that different? Yeah, that's the one I will get because like
Yep.
for me, I cannot look. I can't. For me with Gwenpool because I love that character, but it's one of those kids I only love from the original run because it was so good, and every other run's like bad. But like I cannot like look at that character without envisioning Guduhudu's art style for her.
Mm.
So that's why like if I'm gonna pick any figures, that one.
I will
because
say though, I was gonna just collect the Death and Return of Superman figures, and then I ended up with Storm and Nightwing. Mafex addicting. Mezco. Slobo asked 70 Mezco. I did have the Ultraman, which I reviewed. I've got the Superman, the comic one, the Man of Steel edition. I've got John Constantine, Dr. Fate, and Destro from G.I. Joe. And then I have on order their Dr. Doom and their Robert Pattinson Batman whenever those come out. I
10
like
years.
Mezco 112 a lot, but it's Mezco 112 and Mafex are like, I can only buy these occasionally. I have to kind of specify what I want. But the problem is that with Mafex, they released Storm, Nightwing, and Steel within the same month, and that set my budget back a whole lot, having to pay for all those at once. And Mezco, luckily I had paid for most of them, so it was like, he was like, Superman shipped, Ultraman shipped, Destro shipped. I didn't have to worry because I already had them paid. But like I didn't pay in advance for Dr. Doom or Robert Pattinson, so I have to kind of keep an eye out for them. Especially Doom because he's 155 because they made his entire armor out of metal.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, legit metal.
Legit, it's like diecast. Like the whole bodysuit is the whole metal suit, and I'm like I have a lot of Dr. Dooms, as you guys saw in that last, that I
Let's
showed
do
you
that
my desk,
Tuesday.
but-
See if one of our certain viewers on Tuesday will like mark out over that Doom.
Probably will. I don't even know if he's still up for order because I ordered him so long ago, and he's still not. I think he's scheduled to come out like late this year. Let me see. Yeah,
Is this
he's an August to October release.
I think if I'm gonna get any Mezco, probably will be those TMNT figures since those do look really nice as like perfect evergreen turtles. So just God, those are so expensive.
Yep. I look at this. Look at it. This is the Dr. Doom. And it's he's got real metal components. This is his armor. Plus a cloth cape and hood with a wire.
Paint
Smith the
looks
Crow,
good,
I
too,
did
but-
hear about the 4K of Monster Squad. I want to see if it was done right. I think Kino does a great job, so I have no doubt it'll be done right, but I probably will pick it up. Anyways, oh, by the way, that was just one page of his accessories, guys. I forgot to show that. So this is page 1, where you can see all the heads and the faces. He's got all the different metal masks to do different eras. He comes with 17 interchangeable hands.
My God.
And then also effect parts.
Man.
And also comes
all
with the
of his
Cosmic
command
Power
moment.
Siphon harness with a light up function in it, because every Mezco thing I've ever bought has some kind of light in it.
Can he foot dive?
I was gonna say he could do all his normals in MVC3, right?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, he comes with like, I think he comes with enough stuff. He should have the posability, hypothetically. I'm just gonna flip through this gallery. This is a figure guy now. We're doing technically old news at this point, but I don't care because I'm still excited for this.
Yeah, because I recently been doing kind of a binge of a lot of old toy reviews I used to watch back in the ye old days, and it was kind of reminds me that Mezco like back in the day was like a very different company versus now.
Totally. Yeah, like
Whereas,
before they did 1/12, they were doing weird stuff.
And they were like a lot of like figures of like adult animations like South Park and Family Guy, and they're like kind of like vinyl like figures.
I had their Mortal Kombat X figures. Those were strange.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
Back to the news. We need to get back on track. We have gotten so sidetracked on the stream. All right, Vital Bracelet B. I'm wearing mine right now with my Digimon Seekers band on it. The next retail B memory set is, what is this one called? This is the Forest Guardians and Holy Wings. We went straight from Marvel to Digimon because that's what we do. There's the Forest Guardians. There's the Holy Wings. They did the polls for this like they did Dragonic Blaze and Beast Kingdom or whatever the other one was called. I'm excited for these because you get Lalamon, Lilamon, Sunflowmon, and Rosemon in Rosemon Burst mode.
To go alongside the Shine Greymon.
Yeah, we had Shine Greymon and Mirage Galgamon in the last special selection set. With this, we have Rosemon and Rosemon Burst mode, and then Ravemon is in the Holy Wings dim, which also has Angel Digimon, which we haven't had many in dim cards so far, so that's great.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, surprisingly. So the Angemon looking Digimon and Biomon's line, that is, I forget the name, but that's like the unofficial rookie for like, it's like an unofficial like Anjumon rookie like level. Outside of Patamon, Gatomon, that kind of thing. They were introduced. God, what was it? They were introduced, I think, recently in one of the recent V pets. I can't remember which one.
It reminds me of like it's so weird to have it officially. It's like how the other Frontier Spirits outside of have unofficial rookies. Even like Beelmon, like the quote of Beelmon rookie, like it's clearly meant to be Beelmon's rookie. But
Smith the Crow, we haven't done Jada yet. We will be getting there. Yeah, no, yeah, go ahead.
It's weird. It's like Beelmon has a rookie that's totally meant to be his rookie, but it's not officially his for some reason.
I gotta tell you, the poll, the ones that are listed in Adventure there were the poll results, and somehow they're like, let's do all of Eosmon, but everyone's like, no, we gotta have Bancho Lilymon though. Yeah. No, so, but yeah, no, I think these dim lineups are great, because I think most of these haven't appeared on other dim cards before, which is awesome. And you do get the other two main Sabers characters, Digimon in it. Anybody got any thoughts on this? This is a retail release, but it's probably not coming out in the US because they haven't brought over any of the B stuff past the 25th anniversary edition.
I forget, was the Shine... So these are retail in Japan, right?
This is a retail 2-pack, yeah. So
was the Shine Greymon Mirage Galgamon retail or pre-amendment?
That was also retail.
Okay, good. Okay,
the special selection ones are retail. Speaking of P Bandai...
it's nice to give me all the Saviors cast retail at least.
Yeah. Seekers, Digimon Seekers, the Ryudomon dim card and the Dorumon dim cards are coming. Here is the lineup for Ryudomon. Similar to the Ryudomon Ghost Game dim for some of it, but this does contain Commandramon and the new Commandricon evolutions that Digimon Seekers has introduced, which is super hype. Plus Shin Manzaimon is here in a non-sprite-based capacity, because they did have him on the 25th anniversary dims where he debuted.
But it was like 8-bit sprite?
8-bit sprite. This is more, fully fledged color sprite. Plus there's some special secrets in the adventure mode that you get to unlock. I think this looks fantastic for the Ryudomon one, for sure. I love seeing Commandramon get love because I think that's such a cool design idea, and the way they're using them in Seekers is great.
What gun?
What's also cool is we are getting, of course, Ryudomon is here, and he goes all the way up to Oryumon. And it does show, like, a mysterious Digimon there at the bottom that's not revealed. And then here we have the Dorumon Dim, which, of course, has Dorumon, Dorugorumon, Dorugreymon, all the way up to Alphamon. Alphamon is an adventure unlock there at the bottom. And I imagine that the secret is that you can jogress Alphamon and Oryumon into Alphamon Oryukin mode. I just taking a wild freaking guess, not like it's probably really obvious, but I can't guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure that's what the secret Digimon is on both, is
definitely
Oryukin mode. And they're sold in a 2-pack, so, it just makes sense.
It's just Alphamon pack.
It's like when they did Agumon and Gabumon in the same 2-pack, and they jogress into Omegamon, So... that's what the Dim card looks like for Ryudomon. He's got the Digipolice logo thing going on.
Police.
Yeah, Digipolice. And then this is the Cracker logo for the Dorumon.
Crackers.
Yep, not the kind you're thinking of. They're also re-releasing the Lugamon Dim card with the Seekers band, which I like the band on the Seekers design. I should throw this on my camera. I like this band a lot better than the pinkish one that we got with the Digivice Double V. But yeah, no, this band and the Lugamon Dim is going up for the second time on P-Banda in Japan, and we still haven't gotten it on P-Banda US. I would be looking for another way to get it if you're waiting on it. I do recommend checking out Zenin TCG or Tokulectables, something like that, because at this point we're probably not getting it over here, at least yet. Maybe we'll get it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, any Dim card thoughts before we move to the model kit? Model kit, all right.
Model kit.
Figurized Standard Amplified Metal Greymon, which we have talked about before, is now official and up for pre-order.
Prototype release.
Yeah, we saw the prototype. It is now coming out.
Metal Greymon. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting Metal Greymon.
No, I was thinking of War Greymon. I'm like, that already came out.
Yeah.
There it came out.
Yep. We're getting Metal Greymon, who looks fantastic. He comes with the Ultras mode arm.
That's great. It's kind of funny because I built like Machine Dramon the day before this was revealed. So
that's crazy.
Because he literally just reused the same arm as Machine Dramon, which makes sense because Machine Dramon was like the Dark Evolution Metal Greymon.
And what's cool too is you get the chest missiles, as you can see there, and he's got the segmented tail like Shine Greymon does. And yeah, he reuses some stuff here.
No, he looks great. Like I love since he's using the same arm, that means he's gonna be a big boy if he's like using the same arm.
He's the same price too. He's like 6,800.
I love that the machine the Machine Dramon kit is honestly like I was not expecting to like when I was building it, I was not expecting to like it, but it's like such a chunk. It feels like a leader class transformer.
Yeah,
making it.
He is huge. Like I love the Machine Dramon. I'm all in. I've already ordered them. We haven't heard anything yet on the next Figurized Standard because I think they're waiting. They kind of wait till one comes out before announcing the next one.
Yeah.
Black War Greymon's coming out in August, so I imagine we'll hear about the next standard at that point.
Because Ultraman mode has the railgun sword thing. What's the claw thing from again, or is that new?
That might be new, and I think it's supposed to attach inside the Ultras mode gun or something. I'm not exactly sure what that claw thing is, 'cause I don't see it in any of the other photos. Unless it, like, attaches to his tail. Or something. No, I don't know what that other claw piece is. Or is that... No, wait. No, that's the upper arm. What is that thing? Chat? Does anybody know in the chat?
Yeah, that claw thing. Like, because when I first saw these images, I was like, "What's that claw thing for?"
I thought it was just part of the hookup for the arm, but I realized no, it's not.
Maybe it's for the other arm. Maybe you want to give it a different arm.
Yeah, it looks like a whole nother.
I don't know where it would plug into. It looks almost like a replacement tail.
Maybe.
But I don't think it is. I guess we'll find out when I get it.
Finally on the kick with the kick. It also has like stand pieces to hold it up. It looks like because I see it has a little box.
The stand pieces help with this too. Let me see if With the Will says it on anything. The list of accessories: weapon parts, display stand kit, joint parts, stickers, 3D stickers, PET sheet, lead wire. I got nothing. Nobody talks about it.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, it has the Blitz mode and Blast mode parts from Alterus.
Oh, is that what it is?
That must be the Blitz mode thing then. The thing is, if anyone's wondering, are we going to get it in blue? Yes, because the actual product name is Metal Greymon Vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
So there's definitely the blue virus version coming. Probably
Probably
P
gonna be
Bandai, if I were to take a guess.
Retail here.
But I don't know. I don't remember if Virus Metal Greymon had Ultraman mode prior to this.
They're good. They're just gonna include.
They're going to include it. But it'd be interesting if that like ends up creating Digimon reference art.
They created Metal Greymon X for the card game.
Yeah.
And made it so like they're gonna make it. Once you come on, they might as well just make Ultraman mode.
I imagine it'd be really funny if they announced that kit and then the Digimon reference book is like, hey, look what we added, and it's just like Virus Ultraman mode. Model kit wise, here is the Scope Dog from Votom's. Oh wait, I've already talked about this before, but let's talk about like the official photos because oh my god, I'm so excited.
Yes, look at that.
I'm gonna spend all of 1 minute on this because I know the audience does not care.
What scale is he? 144 scale?
No, he is not scaled. He does not have a scale grade.
Huh.
He is. See, certain parts are made with thick parts, which is great English. Certain parts are thick and cast with molds on the back that makes it easier to build while having a hefty design. Hell yeah! This makes me excited. Hey, Smith the Crow cares about Votoms. Cool, I'm going to spend an extra 30 seconds on that just for this reason. Articulation in the body and joint structures in the leg enable recreation of the roller dash. Heck yeah. It just looks really good. Like, I'm so excited. The arm punch can be recreated thanks to extending, retracting gimmicks in the forearms.
Rocket the punch!
And the downform mechanism has been recreated. Leg movement the fact you can just pose it like this.
My favorite. Like,
that's the crazy. That is not swapping parts, guys. That is just it collapsing.
That's to me like that's the best model kits Bandai makes is wherever it's all like engineered like it is in the material, the source material.
Plus the turret lens rotates and slides. Heck yeah. The gun has, of course, a little handle thing that happens in Gundam all the time. This is its official accessory list. There is 2 accessory packs coming with 2 different figures of Kiriko, and they're going to be P Bandai, and I hope we get them over here because I really want them. And then here they are going, hey, you want to buy 3? And I'm like, tempted.
How much is this going to be?
This U.S. price is $32.99. So
that's a good price.
It's not bad at all. That's model kits. I know other stuff went up. I just don't have time to talk about them. We cannot afford the tangents.
No.
We haven't even talked about Prodigy. I might go over today, guys. I'm just gonna say that right now. We might go
or speed run. Oh, wait, what's left? How many news we have left?
We got 8 more news topics.
Okay.
All right. I touched on these before. There was Comic-Con exclusive releases of the Ninja Turtles from the IDW comics. Now there are retail versions. The retail versions, to me, look almost the exact same.
From what I've seen people talk about, the only difference is some of their heads are different from the Comic-Con set, but that's it.
Yeah.
I think the retail ones are more like white.
They come with 2 different heads each. They come with like
one with people's, and one with white eyes.
Yeah. I think we talked about these before. I love me IDW Turtles. I didn't want to buy the Comic-Con ones because they're like $30 a pop. These are like 22. All right, I'm in. You've sold me.
They're like 5 inches, which is like that is pretty much the perfect scale for the turtles.
Yeah, I'm cool with the scale. I don't have a problem. Let me see if I can pull up. Let me see if I can find the Comic-Con RAF and just do a quick comparison here. Where is he? Sold out. Comic-Con. Here's RAF. Okay, so the $34.99 RAF comes with that stuff, and then here is what the retail RAF comes with. So let me size up the images here so we can see. So, yeah, all right, 2 Sais, 2 Tonfas, 3 Ninja Stars, 4 hands, 2 bandanas, 2 heads. That's a lot for a $22 figure, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, it's more than Hasbro.
And then with the Comic-Con one, you get 2 heads, 2 bandanas, 3 Ninja Stars, 2 Sais, 2 Tonfas, 4 What is the actual difference?
Is the heads different?
Nope,
Heads
that's the
different?
same grit head. That's the same com head. Okay, so unless they screwed up the photography, which I don't think they did because this does have a Comic-Con sticker on it, what is the
Maybe
actual difference?
Maybe the Comic-Con ones are like early preview figures? But
My only guess is that the Comic-Con ones are coming out earlier. Because what? The Comic-Con ones will be
Is there
available at
paint-
Comic-Con,
any
so
paint-
Big Bad says August, whereas they say
Any-
September for the regular ones.
Any paint differences?
I don't see any paint differences. If you guys are looking for my official analysis, they're the same damn toys, and you should buy the cheaper ones. I guess
I can't even say it's like a pudgy pig scenario because there's like I can't see any.
Well, let's just check
difference.
Michelangelo for science here. Which I didn't do this right, but like whatever. Let's just type in Mike. Let's just start typing Michelangelo. He'll show up. I don't really. I don't know. Chat. You guys got any thoughts? Their green turtles look the same to me. Muteki, you're not wrong.
It's that meme of can you tell me the difference between these two?
Same picture.
Here we go. Here we got the exact same image. This is the Comic-Con. This is the retail. The colors are a little brighter on the retail.
Is that it?
The Comic-Con one
Basically,
has more paint wash and some darker colors. The retail ones are lighter. The retail ones have less paint. That's the only difference. Same exact accessories. I am not feeling bad about missing the Comic-Con ones. Packaging art might be different. That's a good point. Let's see. That's the package there. No, packaging art's the exact same. I think the only difference is that it's the same packaging art. It's just a little bright. That's all it is, guys. So if you're wondering the difference, the retail ones are a brighter shade of plastic than the Comic-Con ones. I'm just gonna get the retail ones. I don't care that much. I don't need to worry about them, right? I think we're in agreement there. We don't.
Yeah.
I think
there's no reason to get the Comic-Con figures because
It really isn't.
Honestly, I think I prefer the Mikey's colors on the retail than the Comic-Con. I like the more darker green because it reminds me of 2003 Nike's color scheme.
They're so similar. I don't even think there's anything. Yeah, honestly, if you're looking for them, get the retail.
Get 'em.
LPH,
Yeah,
why does it look like a
we need-
bootleg TMNT? I don't know, because it's loyal subjects. They're a little weird.
We show that there's interest in other turtles outside the movie and the movie in '80s.
Hey, if you want Seiho Rising Pegasus Kuga, he's now on P Bandai US, along with Drive Type Trideron 15th Anniversary Edition. I guess we're getting Rider figure arts beyond Geats and Black Sun and Shin Kamen Rider, so that's good news.
Every Kuga figure by law should have a sound effect that just goes Kuga.
Or fear, pain.
Yes.
Ah!
Yeah,
Hey,
I agree.
At least one of these shows is legally available to watch in the US.
At least one of them. Yeah, you know what? I'm just glad. I really hope we're getting Ultraman figure arts, man. And Zyko brings up a good point. It's been weeks and we're still waiting on 02. I don't think he's ever going up at this point.
On the very most, I like Bandai America's Ultraman figures.
Figure arts. oh, Spin Dash says when you click add to cart, you hear fear, pain. Ah! SH Figure Arts Spider-Man No Way Home from the last scene of the movie.
I love this suit. Actually, this is like the
I
nicest.
won't lie to you guys. I ordered this.
I love this suit. I think, like, for me, like, the only thing make it like the perfect live action spider suits. Give him the amazing the TASM 2 mask, and then perfect.
Yep.
Like, I love this suit so much.
This existed for one scene. We may never see it again, but it's the most beautiful thing ever, and I'm buying this figure art.
Hey, it looks pretty neat.
I think,
Shiny. Don't get fingerprints on it.
Right? It's so shiny.
I think it's probably the most up close, like the most like detailed shots we see in this suit. I don't think there's ever been.
The Hot Toys probably has a little bit more detail, but yeah, this is
I didn't when I see the Spidey figure, I was like getting nostalgic because I remember a lot of the Toy Biz Spidey figures I used to have as a kid had that same metallic blue paint on the blue stuff. So like it kind of gives me this kind of nostalgic feeling looking at the Spidey figure art.
Did they?
Smith the Crow says the real reason 02 isn't up on P Bandai is because he's not a pink-haired dinosaur girl. Not wrong. Psycho O's, how many suits does Tom have in total? Homemade, Civil War, Homecoming, Iron Spider, Stealth.
The Homecoming Civil War suits?
It's slightly different. Stealth suit, integrated, advanced. The black and gold, that was just his suit turned inside out. And then this one. So I lost count. It was like 8. And yeah, that's the thing. They just keep it's Marvel loves their merch machine, and they just keep replacing suits when they don't need to. Looks at Miss Marvel in the MCU. Anyways, moving on. Hey guys, it's Jada time. You haven't voted in the poll yet. We're deciding if I'm reviewing Street Fighter on Friday or if I'm going to do something else. I haven't looked at the results, and I don't care right now because we're talking Mega Man. I am like
Super fighting robot.
Yes,
Mega Man!
I am casual Mega Man guy, and I bought all of these. All right, so here is Jada Toys' first wave of Mega Man figures. First up, Mega Man. Second up, Mega Man. I'm just kidding. These look incredible. I'm just gonna scroll through the photos.
This is like the Mega Man toy line I've been
Look at
asking
that.
for years because I love the stuff Kobe he like puts out and such, but they only do main characters, and so it's kind of frustrating. So it's so nice to finally have figures of the Robot Masters, and then they do Axiom, I do Mavericks, and so on and so on.
Pretty.
It's so nice.
Look at
and
this.
The figures look so great.
Figure, extra set of hands, Mega Buster, stand for effect, and extra head. Jerry, how much do you think this costs?
Guessing $60.
20.
Wow. Okay. Shoot. With all that and that detail.
Yeah.
Cheaper than the Street Fighter ones since they're smaller.
They're 4.5 inches tall, so they're a little bit cheaper than the Street Fighter ones.
Which means they're in scale with
nice.
your Jack, which is actually nice because that means that they're kind of in scale with your Jacks, Mario, and Sonic. You want to put next to them.
Wave 1 also includes Fireman. That's his name.
Which
right?
I love.
Fireman.
Which I love. You can take out the flame on top of his head because that is accurate to how he works in the series.
Look at him.
And
he's beautiful.
It comes with not like great looking fire effect pieces and everything. It comes with 2 other heads. It's great.
Heads, fires, everything. Guys, I gotta be honest, like, I don't know Mega Man that well. I have played a chunk of the games, but like I'm buying all of these. These are amazing. Here's Iceman. Look at this little Captain Cold looking bastard.
I love it. Like, as a diehard Mega Man fan, these are like these make me happy, especially like because the closest we got to this is with Jazzwares when they did the retro Roto figures, and then it got canceled one wave. So it just and plus they were like vinyl figures. They would get like moving the waist and arms and such. So these are fully.
I am so excited.
Figures.
So many people are excited for this that even as a casual Mega Man fan, I'm like, I'm gonna buy all these to support this line so that everybody can.
I hope like because they confirmed they're doing I think Lekman was it next wave was like
Lekman, Cutman, and
another Mega Man, Mega Whip with the Hyper Bomb.
From what I understand, they're going to be doing 1 Mega Man and 2 Robot Masters per wave,
which is perfect because which is perfect. I think that's how you handle it because instead of just that's the that's the nice thing about Mega Man is unlike say character like Sonic who doesn't really have that much variance. Mega Man like literally his whole gimmick is having multiple card scheme for which power weapon he's using.
Yeah,
that's great.
So Jada Toys, they started their action figures with Universal Monsters, and now they're doing Mega Man and Street Fighter better than anybody. On top of that, we're still getting Serial Monsters because Boo Berry is coming. Look at him. Look at this beautiful boy.
The true MPVs.
Now you guys want to go from I'm a casual Mega Man fan buying these anyways to I have my alarm set for the exact minute this goes up for pre-order on Entertainment Earth. He's a Comic-Con exclusive because he's glow in the dark. I don't know if there's a retail one. I don't care. I'm buying him. It's Boo Berry. And yes, he looks blue, and then he glows green. He also has an alternate expression, because of course he does. He glows green, yet he looks blue.
Oh, man. That pose right there looks like some JoJo stuff.
right? And then here he is with his friends Chocula and
Mhm.
Frankenberry, and
So we need what we need.
Yada, yada
what-
does it.
so we need what's the wolf's name again?
we need Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute still.
Yeah.
Smith the
I
Crow,
think-
which Mega Man games
Right
did you
there.
play? I played
You
most of
played-
1. I finished 2. I started 3, and I played X1, X2, and I started 0. That's I think it. I think it's all the ones I
I-
played. But
And I'm like, play all of them.
also,
I think
for
Jada
those
Toys-
wondering, Jada Toys Boo Berry will go up for order on Entertainment Earth Wednesday, June 28th at 3 p.m. Eastern. So we don't know if there's going to be a non-special release of this. Does not matter to me. I am buying this the second it comes up.
Jada Toys is like has to be like the most like MVP of like underground toy, like just come out like almost comes out of nowhere and makes
Yep.
some of the best stuff ever. Because like I knew them back during like Batman, like 2016 during Batman v Superman and
They
Civil
used
War,
to be
making
just the guys that would pump out like
those diecast like figures.
Yeah.
like, those diecast like
they
Funko
were like
looking
they
stuff.
were a diecast car company that somehow was just like, let's do Universal
Yeah, I
Monster
have
action
some of those
figures,
cars.
and now they're like
Yeah.
doing everything better than everybody else.
Yeah, because they made those diecast stuff. They did like those cool like nano like playset like nano figs in their places, which were really cool, but they weren't my cup of tea. But they were still like really good products. And
Oh,
then out of nowhere, they made those Universal monster figures that are like surprisingly like really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then here they are making Street Fighter and Street Fighter Mega Man figures that are like the retail price, and yet they come with they're superposable and they have come with a bunch of accessories.
And then they also are
And-
doing crazy things like Boo Berry and Chester Cheetah. So
Mm-hmm.
Jada
is
Toys
it-
could revolutionize this industry because I hope they push everybody to be better.
You know,
'Cause, holy cow.
honestly, you know what's impressive?
Competition, man. Right?
You know what's impressive? Because I first thought that Fei Long and Ryu had the same chest.
They're
Because
different. Are they
just-
different?
No, yeah, they're different chests. They had
Oh my
different
God.
chests because Ryu has the wider, chest body than Fei Long.
Mutagi T M Bison isn't on pre-order yet, but I'll update you guys on the stream.
Which
as
is how
soon
it
as
should be.
happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like they didn't need
Proper to
to.
the characters. Yeah,
Yeah, that's honestly impressive because like they could have just reused the same
they could have. Yeah.
base male buck, just to
Yep.
save cost. But no, they bothered to give Ryu his accurate like wide chest. That's honestly impressive.
We have 2 toy news topics left. Let's run through them real quick.
Let's go.
All right, Marvel Legends. Secret Invasion Talos is officially revealed. He has normal hands, normal head, scroll head. It looks like his neck is a single piece attached to his head, so I can't swap his head onto Director Krennic's body from Star Wars. And they still won't make a new Krennic. I'm probably still going to get him because it is a nice-looking Talos, and how can you go wrong with a figure of Ben Mendelsohn? And then there's a Nick Fury. His hat removes, and his coat looks like a traffic cone, but it's cut in nice ways. And there's no spoilers here. This is all stuff from marketing. He looks also pretty good. I happen to know that this is going to be the rest of the wave leaked already. I'm probably going to end up with it, but I don't know if I'm going to buy it at first launch. But they look nice.
I mean, the build is is one of those like I dubbed the cost cutting wave because it's clearly essentially the build.
It's funny because it's a cost cutting wave, and yet I want every figure, but the build a figure itself is like the thing
just
I'm
an
least
extra.
interested in. I'm like,
It's-
cool, I'll just get that. I'm not going to pull up the leaked photos, but the rest of the wave has got Agatha Harkness, Yelena Belova from Hawkeye, Kingpin, and then somebody else.
I
Oh,
think there's
Warrior Gamora from What If when
What
she's in
If.
the Thanos armor. The Build-A-Figure
Well,
is the Season 2 What If Hydra Stomper. And then the last figure is like a major spoiler because I think they already kind of announced it at D23, but I don't think it's publicly known, so I'm not going to mention it. But it's from What If as well. That wave is going to be in limbo because I don't know where What If Season 2 is. So
Yeah,
it's going to be a
'cause
while before we see the whole
I
thing.
thought it was coming out this year, but it, looks
It was
like,
supposed to have
no.
been out last year. Something
Yeah,
went
but-
wrong. They showed a completed What If episode at D23 last September, and we have heard nothing since. And I'm
but-
concerned because it's going to hold up the entire wave because they can't reveal the Build-A-Figure or that other secret figure until that airs or gets into marketing. And that's going to hold up everything else, and it's already leaking because, expect it just to leak. I don't think they can officially reveal that wave yet.
Yeah, because
I've been seeing What If Season 2 merch at Target from Funko, and that's where we got a problem. There's something seriously wrong with the animated side of Marvel, because we're seeing What If merch out, X-Men 97 merch is coming out. Like, the merch can't get stopped, but the shows are nowhere to be seen, and that's a
whatever happened to Spider-Man freshman year?
That was always 2024.
Okay.
Spider-Man freshman year was announced as 2024, but I don't know what is going on with the animated side, because we should have had What If Season 2 by now. We should have had an X-Men premiere date by now. I don't... Like, the merch is coming out, and they can't stop it.
Because that's supposed to come out this year, X-Men 96.
Yeah, that was supposed to be this year. X-Men 97 was supposed to be this year. The Magneto helmet is an X-Men 97 branded product. There's a whole wave of Marvel Legends that are probably going to leak before they can be revealed. Funko's got a bunch of stuff. Like, yeah, what if Season 2 introduces a brand new character and she has a Funko figure, and I've already seen it in Target. The writer's strike has not affected it because this was all, first of all, animation, and if they're not WGA members working on an animated show, they may not get covered. And the shows were already in animation, so it wouldn't have had to have any writing. So yeah, and Muteki T, it's probably the Disney restructuring, because they delayed all the Marvel stuff. They were like, we need to space out the Marvel stuff. But the problem is I'm like, you got to get some of this out the door, because you're creating too much of a backlog, and it's causing a merch issue, you know? So, like, because we have confirmed dates for Loki and Echo, but, like, we need What If so we can get the wave out. So we'll see what happens. I think What If's going to get, like, shadow dropped one of these days.
What if, because, is it because Season 1 came out, what, 2020? Or
2021.
2021. And then, because the reason why the Gamora, because that episode was meant to, you know, the Hydra, because they made a Lego set, they even made a Lego set of the Hulkbuster from Scar, but that got not delayed the Season 2 because of COVID. So they had to delay the episode. So, like,
and then also they showed a completed episode 10 months ago, so where the hell is the rest of the season? Right? So,
like, What If's production must be, like, hectic. It is,
I don't know what's going on, and I wish we did. I will say, though, Spin Dash, I agree with you. I hope they release the theme song for X-Men, because we never got a clean one. But then maybe that's a Haim Saban thing. Yeah, the thing is, someone mentions, yeah, Disney did realize they shouldn't put out so many projects a year. The problem is they spaced it out so much that now people are like, why do I have Disney Plus every month? They're the stuff that people are interested in.
Yeah,
they went backwards too quickly. They went from too much stuff to now there's too little.
Yeah, there's been kind of a lull. Like, they Secret Invasion is like the big thing for Disney Plus, because there's been kind of a lull for Disney Plus recently. It's been a
big lull, and Secret Invasion already out the gate is just marred with the controversy over using AI for the opening, so it's completely dead in the water. It's not a good thing. Muteki T, Disney used to have money. Disney doesn't have the money they used to. Bob Chapek wrecked them so bad. They are not making the money they used to, and so they're not throwing the money around like they could before.
Meanwhile, I question why there's no like comic versions of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. God damn it!
Like, Disney Plus put up all 4 Indiana Jones movies and Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, at least in the U.S. Young Indies on there. I don't know about other regions, but they did put the movies up globally, I believe. So, G.I. Joe, Yo Joe June. Did we talk about these last week? Because I feel like these came out officially later, right?
Which ones?
Did we talk about the Snow Serpent last week?
Yes.
Okay.
I actually did. I actually remember that.
Yeah, because of the snowboard, right? It leaked. Yeah. That's why we saw it. Yeah. These are up for order. We got this. Looks great. Did we talk about... Oh, God, the photo gallery, guys. Look at this. Look at this Snow Serpent just ripping it on a hill.
Yeah.
I'm quite interested that Yo Joe June has no normal...
Brought to you by Cool Borders, made by Web Systems.
Fanfare stream yet? Because we're getting indie stream.
Well, we got a G.I. Joe... Didn't we get a G.I. Joe fan stream to start it?
It was a for the Haslab.
Yeah, for the Haslab, they did the fan stream. And then they've been putting out videos every week. There's like a 7-minute video talking about these 3 figures. So, and there's an indie fan stream this week, right? It's Wednesday.
Yes.
Low Light looks amazing. They talked about how they gave him insomniac eyes, like he's got bags under his eyes because he's a night operative and he has night terrors and can't sleep. So, yeah, that's neat backstory stuff. Low Light looks great. Grunt looks great. He's got a steel core helmet, so you could army build. Except his still says his name right there. It still says Graves on it. So,
Oops.
yep. See you later, Smith the Crow. Yeah. No, there is an indie stream tomorrow. I don't know. Did Foosh post about it? Because I would just use their. No, they didn't post about it. There's an indie stream, not tomorrow. It's Wednesday. So, SSJ4 Jason says we don't know if Hasbro will do an X2 Legends line. I'm just gonna like wink and nod and say wait for Deadpool 3. Muteki T, hopefully they do a good Sean Connery figure. I hope we see that because they pipelined it in the last stream. We should see it on Wednesday, especially since people started finding the Temple of Doom wave. Let me just confirm the time on that indie stream because I know Preternia posted about it. Okay, yeah, here it is. Indie stream is June 28th at 11 a.m. Eastern. I hate those early streams. For me, that's 9 a.m.
I'm at work at that point, so I can see it.
So I'm looking forward to this. We're probably going to see the Last Crusade wave there. Okay, guys, we finally got through all the toy news. Let's talk about depression.
Oh, okay. That's my favorite subject.
I switched to outro because I didn't want to talk about it. Okay, so let me get this pulled up. So if you guys are not Trek guys and you don't want to hear about this, have a great day. But
and I am not a Trek guy. Oh wait, I can't see it anymore.
Don't be saying you're not a Trek guy.
It's not denying it counts.
Star Trek Prodigy's been canceled.
Yeah.
Why?
The actual good show.
The good
People
show
love.
that is an introduction to Star Trek for both new fans that are young and old. Kids love this show. I have friends that got into Star Trek because of this show, and it had its first season air, and now it's canceled. And even worse than canceled, it has been deleted from Paramount Plus as of this morning.
As a tax because of tax.
I hate that.
Yes,
Because
and I hate it
about
because
this is
I
why
only
home
have 10
media-
episodes on Blu-ray.
Golly. This is why we wonder why we talk about having home media.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't get the second volume before this happened. It's been removed. Season 2 is in post-production, okay? It is almost done, and, you know, those working on the show will complete Season 2, and then CBS Studios will be free to shop it to other outlets. They're going to shop this around.
Like, even though it has a perfectly fine platform of Paramount / Nickelodeon.
A Nickelodeon / Paramount show for Star Trek on a platform who is only supported by Star Trek and Yellowstone no longer exists on the Paramount Plus thing. And the thing is, yes, they said, oh, we'll shop it around, it'll finish post-production. That is no guarantee we're going to see this. No guarantee.
It's going to be like DC Superhero Girls Season 2, where it's like in its limbo state, right? Pretty much.
DC Superhero Girls Season 2 was almost worse because they aired 26 of its 52 episodes. And then just didn't air the rest. And now it's being tax written off as well.
Jeez.
DC Superhero Girls has been written off.
Is it raining?
The thing is that Spin Dash. Fragmenting shows into series other networks goes against the very purpose of having your own dedicated platform. Exactly. Everybody that runs, everyone that Paramount that made the decision is an idiot who doesn't deserve their job. Like, because they're getting paid millions of dollars to be the dumbest person on the planet.
Yeah, because I can do that. I know what happened to Rise of TNT was bad, but at least they
aired it.
Oh yeah, they got like a notice ahead of time, like, hey, your show is being cut in half. So they at least were able to end it. They had to chop half those episodes and move the season finale to be series finale. So at least they got to finish it, and plus they had the movie for Netflix. But still, at least they were.
And you can still watch all of Rise of the TMNT on Paramount and Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch it. All right, when Poorly Aged Things has to post your Star Trek promotional banner, when Poorly Aged Things has to put this up there.
Oh god!
As someone made a joke, I love Star Trek.
Star Trek, yeah, Star Trek.
I gotta tell you, this is the thing, and I posted about this on Twitter, and a lot of people agreed, and one person said, because I was pissed. I made a very angry tweet, and I'm leaving it up because I'm still mad. someone said, "Oh, well, we can't like boycott Paramount or hope they die because that'll kill Star Trek." I'm like, it's killing Star Trek right now.
Already, yeah, it's already, yeah.
Prodigy was designed to be the show to create new fans and to expand the fandom and to create a new generation of fans. And they just dumped it in the trash like it meant nothing, which means they do not care about the future of Star Trek.
And it did. I see many people have no interest in Star Trek and are just like cartoon fans. Decide to check it out, and they love it. They say it's like I said, it's like it felt magical when people say they and they.
It had really good creative team behind it. It was an excellent show. It had probably one of the best first seasons of all Star Trek history. It had the return of Captain Janeway from Voyager, and it's you can't watch it right now. It has been removed from everything. People that have bought digital copies of Season 1 did not get non-Paramount Plus access to the back half of episodes. So for the first time since Enterprise went off the air in 2005, there is Star Trek you legally can't watch. And that is disgusting.
At least the rest of it, because
again, we got 10 episodes on a Blu-ray, which, hey, props to the fandom. It's all sold out everywhere right now. People made a rush on this. Where's the back half of that season?
This is such Prodigy is like the most how is this a failure kind of thing, because it was getting good traction and good fan reception and casual reception, but yet this both the toy line just and now this.
We're never gonna thing is we had that Janeway toy canceled from Entertainment Earth, and we heard it's getting reworked, but the thing is, I don't think we're ever getting the rest of the toys.
That's what they mean. They said rework to be a live action Janeway. That's
probably what it is. Yeah, but even then, I think that toy line's dead, because what is the point of having a Star Trek toy line when the kids show no longer exists?
I mean, it looks like Playmates fully just move on, because look at the Meet the Mayhem toy line. They've full went hog with that, with vehicles, play sets, and.
Guys, we made it through. Prodigy is dead, and they didn't even make a Murph plush for retail. Like, what the hell, And so the thing is, there is a change.org petition out there. The hashtags for those that want to tweet about it, because you should.
Even the creators are tweeting it.
I like how I'm typing into my stream and it's killing it. There we go. So here's the hashtags: Save Star Trek Prodigy and Save Prodigy. I've been seeing the official people that worked on this show, because they still have to work on it, and we hope that someplace else picks it up. Maybe Amazon Prime, maybe Netflix, maybe somebody. It's not like they're throwing it completely away, but it's basically thrown away until we see... until it lands at a new platform, it's dead. And this is just the... This is the problem.
What's even worse, because this isn't even this is outside Prodigy, because this Prodigy is not the only one that got taken out. A lot of other shows got taken out.
Right. This was not the only show. Queen of the Universe, The Game, and Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies. Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies is insane to me, because that finished airing 22 days before they announced it was canceled, and 25 days before it was removed from the platform.
And also, by the way,
how do you know if a show does well or not if you put out an entire season and then just instantly delete it?
By the way, for people who are curious,
for people wondering, cult classics of TV shows and movies are only born from the fact that they're there and people stumble upon them later. That will never happen in this era anymore.
Also, if people wondering, maybe I could go watch the show right now before it gets... Nope, it's gone already.
It's gone as of this morning.
It's gone.
and the thing is, Muteki, I don't know if we needed a Grease spinoff or sequel. But the thing is, that someone brought this
Even
up.
as a Grease fan.
I see people watch it.
People watched it. People enjoyed it. If you made it, you should have to make it available. But the thing is, someone mentioned this, and I thought this was the smartest thing I've seen, because everything is smarter outside the boardroom of executives of studios. But someone on Twitter said, back in network days, you used to do a pilot for a show to see if it would work before deciding if you're going to move ahead with an entire season. Nowadays, they produce the first season, put it out all in one batch, see if people talk about it, and if it isn't a big hit, they cancel it, do a tax write-off, and delete it from their service. And that is just, it keeps happening.
That's the worst thing about this whole thing, because it started with Warner Brothers, what Disney's been doing it.
Yep. Disney
now
did it to a
Paramount.
Marvel show. Runaways may not have been the most popular show. It may not even be like main MCU continuity, but that was an MCU connected show that they just deleted off both Hulu and Disney Plus. You know, it's not, you know, Disney Plus was never but here's the thing, Disney Plus was never the home of all Marvel because of all the contract stuff, but they never advertised as such. Star Trek, like Paramount Plus advertised home of all Star Trek, and that has mostly been a lie because they haven't had the movies for the last 3 years. The movies keep popping in and out. But they said every series, every episode on Paramount Plus. Will Wheaton says it at the end of every Ready Room episode. Now he can't say that anymore. Now they can't advertise that as anymore because it's no longer the home of every episode of Star Trek. So what's the point of Paramount Plus at this point? You know,
what is the point of it?
me and a lot of people are like, okay, we went from 5 Trek shows to 2 in like a year. And Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks are going to keep going as far as we know. You know, and this is the thing too. I've lost all trust in Paramount now. They're like, oh,
This
Prodigy,
scared.
because they said Prodigy season 2 would air winter 2023 on Paramount Plus, and that's not true. What the heck? Lower Decks got renewed, but that does not guarantee we're even going to see it at this point.
This honestly makes me really scared for Earthspark now.
I would be, Earthspark's a little. They can't delete Earthspark in the way they can delete Prodigy because Hasbro gets if Paramount no longer wants Earthspark, Hasbro gets it. But that's the thing. Someone said why Worlds and Lower Decks have. Are we even going to see the Lower Decks season we got if their bean counters decide that it's going to make them more money to write it off for taxes? I am disgusted by this because we're at the point of LPH. What's the point of streaming shows? I don't know, to waste everybody's time. Because the thing is that I think that we have all these great shows with Star Trek. We were doing great like a year ago. I went to Mission Chicago and there was like 5 shows. And we were like, all right, season finale of Picard. What show's going to replace it? And then suddenly Discovery ended. Picard ended. Now Prodigy's canceled and removed. At least they've left Picard up because it was popular enough, right? But they didn't greenlight a Picard spinoff that everybody's asking for. In the way that they greenlit the Pike spinoff of Discovery, and people asked for that like in droves. So the thing is, I don't think, I'm hoping the Save Star Trek Prodigy hashtag reaches people, but I don't think it's going to reach Paramount because it seems like they don't know what the hell they're doing once again. And honestly, it does. Someone said this on a podcast, and I don't disagree. They said, what if selling Prodigy is the test run for selling Star Trek? Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't be like, I hope they don't.
Vince McMahon style, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I hope if they were to do that, if it's like Amazon Prime picks up Prodigy and saves it and is like, oh, we'll air the second season, and maybe they'll be like, oh, let's let's make a season 3, and then they buy. I would like Paramount to go, all right, here, take all of Star Trek. What I don't want to see is like Netflix gets TNG, Hulu gets Picard, Disney Plus gets Lower Decks. Like I hope if Paramount's going to sell Star Trek, I hope they sell it to one person. And the thing is too, Muteki T mentioned Young Justice. We're mentioning Young Justice is a good example, but there's one difference with that.
That was owned by Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers owned Young Justice. They used Netflix ratings to justify renewing it, and they used it to launch a streaming service. The difference is that Young Justice Season 1 and 2 were never removed from our existence. You could still stream it on Netflix. Because here's the thing about Young Justice that people may not realize. Young Justice was available on DVD. It had Blu-rays. The comics are still available for a while. Netflix was streaming Young Justice. Greg Weisman told the fans, if you want a season 3, we need to make sure the Netflix numbers are high enough to convince the Warner Brothers upper heads, right? The difference here is that Paramount didn't give us that chance with Prodigy. Because we only had it for 2 days. For 2 days after hearing it was canceled. And the thing is, canceled. Oh, we should bring it back because there actually is a lot of demand. Look how many people were watching it. We couldn't do that because we were given 2 days and it was gone suddenly. People
you can't boost those ratings in only 3 days.
That's why everybody went to go buy the Blu-ray and everybody's trying to buy up the toys to boost it now because we thought it was doing fine. There was no indication it was doing poorly. They were talking about it all the time, like, oh, we'll do a Prodigy movie because it's doing so well. And then that's the first one to get canceled and written off and removed. Like, what the hell happened?
I think what's like,
I don't get it. It's stupid. It's short-sighted, and it's just proof that Paramount has no idea how to run a franchise.
Say what we will about Netflix because they about their animation, but they haven't they have canceled a lot of shows, but they haven't delete a show off their platform.
It's true. Netflix has deleted some reality shows, but they have not. Their animated shows. If there was a significant amount of money put into something, Netflix does keep it. But Zaslav at Warner Brothers, he made all those decisions to just start writing off shows, and then everybody else was like, "Oh, we can do that."
It's so weird because did they not see how up for
here's the thing, they did not see how upset people got because all they see is their Wall Street numbers. This is the thing. Wall Street ruined studios and Wall Street ruined streaming. Wall Street was the ones that pushed every studio to have their own streaming service to be like Netflix or Disney+. Wall Street were the ones that complained to the studios, you're not making enough profit off of these services, even though the studios were like, it's going to take us years to get profit. And they're like, we need profit now, which is why they're doing this. They're just trying to get to the end of their fiscal year, sell some things for tax write-offs so they can boost their thing to make it look like they're profitable so they can keep their Wall Street people in place.
Yeah.
And that is the problem right there. Wall Street.
The Ferengi strike again.
The Ferengi strike again, exactly. Someone else said this. Someone had this in a tweet. They said the accountants at Paramount would make the Borg look like puppies. And I said someone should put that on a brick. I mean a pillow. But no, the thing is that it is even I don't know, the Ferengi are not this dumb. The Ferengi are all for profit. But they're not dumb enough to get rid of a show that they could make any kind of money from. This is all short-sighted, let's appease Wall Street today and not think about the future at all.
Also, I feel bad for all the kids that don't follow internet stuff and Prodigy was one of their favorite shows.
Maybe they were watching it yesterday and then today they can't. What does a parent do then?
Mm-hmm. And how can a parent explain how this whole thing works to a kid?
Yeah, exactly.
I wish Ben was here because Ben could tell you my reaction was amazing.
What was your reaction?
I was hysterical in not the sad hysterical way, but laughing my ass off because I said to myself, I have a bad feeling it was slightly canceled because some people didn't actually watch this show because it was a little bit kiddified just to try to invest kids into Star Trek.
But there was a big audience to the show.
There was, yeah, but the thing is, that's a good point. There was a chunk of the fandom that was like, oh, it's the kids show, I'm not going to watch it. That was that was an early problem. I felt like that got cleared up by the second half of the season.
Because when I was watching it, I said to Jerry when he came into the conversation, I said, kind of fell off the show. Well, you came in a little bit later.
No.
And I said, and so I was saying to Jerry, I was like, the first couple of episodes were good, but also they did have a little bit of that kid stank on it that could probably detour other people from watching, because I said it took me a long ass time to sit through most of the show that I got through, and I didn't hate the show, but some of the kid stank in it.
Wheels, but that's harder. That's a minority overall. I think Prodigy.
But here's the question as well. If Paramount decided the fate of the show based on adults watching the kids show, then they're even dumber than I thought.
That's what I had a bad feeling was. Did they assume all the Star Trek fans were gonna watch this and
but that's the thing is, it's not so if they were dumb enough to think to put this on, if all the adult Star Trek fans that watch the other shows watch Prodigy, then we're good. Okay, but it's still a kid show. It's co-airing on Nickelodeon. How is this not doing? It's gotta. I don't know what the answer is to this besides they think this is the easiest one to sell to somebody else.
I just feel like that. Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be it because
is that classical screw animation mindset? I feel like also sadly.
But that's why I'm worried about Lower Decks, because Lower Decks is one of the only two remaining Star Trek shows.
I'm thinking Lower Decks will be saved because of the Family Guy American Dad appeal of it. It is.
Yeah,
for,
I feel that's I think what's
It's also
saving.
that's also the slight difference because like I was telling Jerry that like Lower Decks, while it doesn't appeal to every Star Trek fan or every adult, a lot of Star Trek fans get the tongue-in-cheek humor also. So like they're watching it, and other people who also know the memes or whatever of Star
Yeah.
Trek are watching it. I explained to Jerry that like certain jokes actually do fly over my dad's head unless Riker was in an episode talking about a past experience. They're just referencing like when Boimler is like, "Oh my god, is this like this?" It flies over my dad's head because he has no actual character attached to referencing said event.
But here's the thing I think that'll keep Lower Decks safe is it was a lot cheaper than Prodigy.
Yeah, the project was expensive.
Prodigy was an expensive show, and but that's why it was airing on 2 networks. That was supposed to counteract it. So the question I have to Paramount is, because they never explained why they canceled it or why they were moving
No, just
it.
besides tax write-off.
They're just saying, oh, but the thing is, this is the thing I can't understand is like, how dumb do you have to be to take like a little tiny check from the IRS for a show that is part of a major franchise that you push as the selling point of your service? That is so short-sighted, and I can't believe that they're this stupid. Even though I know they're dumb, but it's like, this is so dumb. This is dumber than anything Warner Brothers has done. Warner Brothers, you haven't seen Warner Brothers take a major DC show off the service. They took off, what was it, Aquaman King of Atlantis, right? Like, nobody watched that, right? But this is the equivalency of, like, Warner Brothers getting rid of Teen Titans Go. Because this had, like, the appeal for kids, like Teen Titans Go did. It didn't have the ratings. Then again, DC hasn't had any other kids shows, so I can't give a good example. It's kind of...
Until my Avengers Superman comes out next month.
Right, how long will that last?
The
question, the thing is they haven't taken away one of the major DC shows, but there's so many DC shows that you can like argue it. But the thing is, like Star Trek.
Remember, they were gonna take down Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah,
they just didn't.
Yeah, and then they changed their minds. But the thing was, they weren't ever trying to write off Justice League Unlimited forever.
No, if they did that, there would be a war.
Yeah, and the thing is with Prodigy is they've upset every like all the major fan accounts for Star Trek online are pissed off because this was a show that like even people who didn't like it or didn't enjoy it as much were like, this is incredibly beneficial to Star Trek as a brand because it's a doorway for people. This show was a doorway to non-Trekkies to get into Trek because it puts the characters in a position where they don't know anything, so you learn alongside them the basics of Star Trek storytelling. And I think that's the thing that is so infuriating with this is that this was the show to build up the future of Star Trek. Because as good as, Picard or Strange New Worlds or Lower Decks are, they're all very adult in a lot of ways. Like Strange New Worlds, some episodes you could probably watch with a family, but none of them are, like TNG where you could probably watch it with kids and they'll be fine because the, network filter. But like Picard you can't watch with kids and kids won't get it. It's too referential. Discovery's an adult show as well. So the thing is, this is our chance to get new Star Trek fans in, not just pre-existing fans and adult fans, but to get kids into Star Trek. And with it gone, what future does this have?
Like, and that's the thing. It's like like for people who are not into Star Trek because they just think it's a cheesy, classic 60s sci-fi show. They see Prodigy that's like, they go full more like sci-fi, like less Star Command troop and more just like space adventure. That make what Prodigy unique, and I think that's why a lot more people got attached to it because it was different from the normal Star Trek.
Yeah, and I think that they missed out on all the merch opportunities. So the thing is, if they say, "Oh, we canceled it because it wasn't making us enough merch," there wasn't merch to buy. I bought everything, guys. Like, the only merchandise of Murph was the action figure and this t-shirt I bought. Like, this is the most marketable dude in your show. And there was no plushes, no toys. The Playmates line was so slow that we only got 4 figures out. There's 3 other toys that have codes for the video game, but we'll probably never see them at this point. There's a third Star Trek Prodigy tie-in novel coming out in a month, which is going to be really awkward because it ties into the finale of the show that you can't watch.
Oh, God.
So, like, the thing is, it's just like it just seems so dumb and short-sighted, right? Like, and even if it was not doing as well in the ratings, fine, cancel it. But what is this, like, we're not going to air season 2, we're going to take it off the service and shop it around. Like, that's just asking to have everybody pissed off at you, you know? Like, if it wasn't doing well in ratings and it was costing too much to produce, I get that, but why would you remove it like this? That is the part that bugs me, is the removal part. The cancellation I can understand, because this is a tough business, but, like, the removal, the tax write-off, the fact that the thing says they're working on Season 2 to shop it around to other networks, it does not say that they're shopping around Season 1 with it. And I kind of think they are stupid enough to shop around Season 2 without Season 1. And then, who's going to buy just the second season of a show?
And Prodigy is a story-focused show.
Yeah.
It has continuity.
Not to mention, there's 20 episodes that we currently have no idea if we're going to get to see. Until someone buys it, we don't know if we're going to see those other 20 episodes. And the thing is, now we have 20 episodes of Star Trek a year as opposed to 40. And so that means there's less reason to be subscribed to Paramount Plus all the time. It's awful. I'm mad about it, you know? Like, and the thing is, it's not only that I'm mad about it, it's that I'm worried it's going to happen again to another Trek show. Like, what if they aired Discovery's last season and then they're just like, all right, now it's deleted and we're going to sell it to somebody else? Or what if they don't even air that final season of Discovery? What if they don't air the next season of Lower Decks?
It's not even just about Star Trek at this point. It's just media preservation in general at this point.
But with Star Trek, Star Trek is one of the big Paramount brands. And if Paramount is treating Star Trek like this,
SpongeBob.
I said one of the things. Like, the thing is, it is Star Trek, Yellowstone, SpongeBob, and, like, I don't know, Mission Impossible, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, Star Trek is one of their big things. And the thing is that, like, you know, if they're not, they seemed, like 6 months ago, they were committed to doing a bunch of Star Trek, having all the shows available, advertising it. You know, the episodes of the Ready Room reference other episodes that relate to the stuff. All this other stuff is happening with Star Trek. They were doing so much to really compete with other franchises. Star Trek was having more consistent quality and output than Star Wars was. But now we've backpedaled so much.
Holy crap.
What?
I did not realize how big these boxes were.
Okay. Anyways, Paramount does own Nickelodeon. The problem is that, like, yeah, everybody's hoping we get Star Trek Legacy as a spinoff from Picard. I don't think it's going to happen at this point, because if they're not willing to keep the Kid Appeal animated show, why would they start up another live action show at this point? They clearly want to just cut the budget down to minimum, and, you know, maybe we should have never gone away from network TV if this was going to be the case, because this is just.
The streaming war. I think the streaming wars really have damage.
Do you know who won the streaming wars, guys? Do you know who actually won the streaming wars? Sony. Because Sony didn't get involved.
They just shopped their movies.
Yep. Sony made a deal to put their stuff on Netflix and Disney Plus. Sony did not make their own streaming service, and they were the smartest ones. They won the streaming wars. Everybody else has lost. Netflix is probably still, I think, Netflix is still the most successful streaming service, probably. But they've lost a ton of subscribers and a bunch of reputation and everything.
I mean, the only reason I have it's because it's free for me.
With Netflix, as much as they've done bad stuff, I still keep it because they keep having new stuff I watch.
Yeah. Netflix has the most consistent output, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, no matter how well any of the streaming services did, the one studio who made it out unscathed was Sony. Yeah,
I really think
because they didn't get into it. They were just like, we're just gonna stay out of it. We're just gonna license our stuff. We're gonna send our movies to theaters, and they've made the money.
Now is Soundout planning to stall us out all the way so we just do Discotek on his stream, or we do?
Nope, because we got to wrap this up before I melt.
I really think because
and Wheels, you didn't know how late we started, because we started, but we got so sidetracked we didn't actually begin the conversations until like 40 minutes in. So
like Disney
Guess what?
Plus.
You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah,
And Jerry guys are going to be hosting possibly a Discotek reaction. I don't know if we're actually.
Yeah, yeah.
we mentioned that.
Woo! Cool, we're
But
doing that.
Disney,
Cool.
like Disney Plus, like overall is a good thing when it came out in terms of like what it had. But I think Disney Plus has damaged the industry
Also, wow.
more than
Disney Plus made everybody think they could have their own streaming services,
Yeah,
and the
Disney
answer
Plus
is
is
no. You
good.
You're
can't.
not. It's like, yeah, you're not Disney.
You know
But
why
that's the thing.
Paramount? Okay, do you guys know why Paramount slightly sucks as a streaming service already? I'm going to tell you why. It used to crash a lot.
It
No,
still
wasn't bad.
does.
Yeah, it
It
still
still
does.
does.
It doesn't usually take password logins that well. It usually forgets and signs you out after a while.
Yep.
Not even a
Peacock
device
does
thing.
that too.
Or it won't
Peacock
sign you
does it
out,
so
and you go
poorly.
back. You open your app after a week, and it loads you back into the same show you were watching.
Also, some of the older shows that they were putting up there,
Golly.
they only put up like the first season, and then nothing past it.
Wait,
Unless you're certain shows, they'll put the entire show up there for you to watch. Like if you were like trying to watch an old cartoon, like say, Hey Arnold, or maybe you were like, hey, you know what? I like nostalgia. Let me go watch Little Bear because it's actually a wholesome, fun animated series based on storybooks. It's all up there. Me, you know what? Let me for nostalgia go check out Eureka's Castle season.
I love that show.
That's only one season, right?
Nick, like
They only put one season and it had like 65 plus episodes, I think. I think it ran
TV
for like 6 seasons, 4 seasons. I don't know.
Mm.
It had a lot of episodes. It had a lot for syndication.
TMNT 2012 took forever to get on the show, but even it wasn't the complete shows, like season 1 and 2.
Yeah, and that's what they have on Netflix. You still can't stream season
Now-
3 through 5.
Found out it had 3 seasons, 155 episodes.
We'll see you later, Donnie. I think that's what he's saying. He's headed out.
Oh, boy.
I mean,
Yeah, but no.
so they didn't even upload the full first season. They only uploaded 26 episodes of season 1.
Yeah, they do that a lot. So the thing is, Paramount Plus wasn't a great streaming service. I'm already putting it in past tense because I think it's gonna. This is leading to it.
I subscribed to it because it had like they had TMNT 2003 and the other Nickelodeon shows I like to rewatch, and I'll go resubscribe to it when the next part of Earthspark comes up. But
Yeah.
again, taking forever to get the next part of Earthspark.
I was gonna say I subscribed to CBS All Access in 2017 for Discovery, and my mom likes watching the Stephen Colbert Late Show. And the thing is that because of the writer's strike, he hasn't been on. When Strange New Worlds is done, and like if Lower Decks isn't right after Strange New Worlds, I'm just gonna cancel it. I don't know. Like I think for us, it's like my mom likes watching Colbert, so it's like if Colbert's on, we'll just keep it, you know. But with no Colbert due to the writer's strike, because the studios won't get off their ass and just pay their damn writers and ban AI usage already. You know, there's no reason for us to have Paramount Plus when Strange New Worlds wraps up in 7 weeks, you know? Because we don't watch anything else. We only watch Star Trek and Colbert. That's the only 2 things we watch on there. It was worth keeping as long as those things are consistently coming out, but when they're not, yeah. Because the reason why Muteki is because of the time zone difference, it airs too late here for my dad to watch it, so it's like they won't watch it live. 11:30 is too late for us here. By the time it airs here, so and they only upload part of it to YouTube. But you know, it's kind of like a side benefit to having Star Trek. But I don't know if we're gonna have like so little Star Trek that we'd keep it just for that. But yeah, no, I think the only streaming service worse than Paramount Plus is Max, because Max keeps pretending that HBO shows and Discovery reality show bullshit is the same quality and puts them in the same line together. And also because Warner Brothers is trying to destroy TCM, and I hate them for it.
Yeah, it's bad when like Steven Spielberg and like all the other big directors are getting mad at them.
Yeah, no, I kind of hated that because they're like, we had a meeting with Zaslav and he said he wouldn't let TCM die, and I'm like, you took his word for it? He lies about everything. Every single thing that Zaslav has said is like every single thing that he said, he's backtracked on. If he said something that sounded good, he backtracked on it.
You know what ruined TCM?
The Robert Osborne dying?
No. It was way before I was born. But it was probably the mid-2000s before his death. When they changed the logo and a lot of the visuals, they're like trying to be hipper and newer. it ruined a lot of the presentation value.
Well, they went back on that. They tried it and then they went back to what worked better.
Yeah, they were.
But even then,
able to do a
that
little
wasn't
bit.
the issue because TCM was still going strong. But then Zaslav's like, yeah, we're gonna cut our employees for TCM from 90 to 70, or sorry, from 90 to 20. Like he cut out like 70 employees from it, including the people that were running it. And so it's like, why?
Hey, should we wrap up the stream, guys?
We should probably wrap it up.
God.
Oh, wait,
point
Soundout, you
is-
should see what I got to make you happy.
The point is, streaming sucks.
You know?
Studios are awful. You can't trust corporations because all corporations are evil. And always find a way to back up your shows. If it exists on physical media and you love it, by all means get it because you can't trust anything. You can't trust anything in media now. The only way you can guarantee yourself that you can watch a show is if you have it on a disc or on a hard drive. And that's all I'll say on that. Muteki has a fun fact. I would like a fun fact. Wheels, what did you get while we wait for Muteki's fun fact?
Yeah, look
The
at
camera.
his
He
camera.
has a camera on screen?
Got
Oh,
it, Godzilla.
he got his Rodan. Oh, the fire
Big.
chicken man that I wish I'd owned.
Also, here's the best part. I
Why
like
is
how
he so
the
big?
box-
Oh my god.
The box. Well, his wings are big, but I thought they were gonna like just compress it into
No,
like,
yeah,
a
they just
smaller
put it-
box. But they put him in there. But so like this box, right? It's like the length of a puzzle box, right? As you can see, it's very. simple,
Wheels
like
is
almost an
holding up a
American
Rodan
toy.
box that's like this
Just put the-
wide.
You should just put the camera on.
How do I even do
No,
that?
This
I,
is-
I don't. Yeah, I don't think. Not
Can
not
I?
quite easy
Like-
to do that.
I had to head off now because I have work tomorrow.
See you later,
follow-
Ryan. Thanks for joining with the stream.
Follow me at Darko643 on YouTube and Twitter. The art commissions like the one you see this very channel. You want any DM me on Twitter. Yes, have a nice night, everybody.
All right, Wheels, show your box.
Jersey.
Everybody can see you now.
I can see it. Okay, everyone can see it. Okay, so I got weird Clark Kent hair from like the 30s anyway.
We don't care about your
Anyway,
hair. Just show us the box.
No, I just wanted to mention it because I saw.
Oh, Muteki T's fun fact. Before doors were invented, people would just walk through walls. This is very true.
So like
Alright,
this
go for
box looks very like American toy base, but it's very long because of his wings being big. One thing I like about this box, like I probably will do a review for my channel and then have Ryan like eventually edit it when he makes my visuals. But like we said, box very American toy boxy.
Open it. I want to see what the tray looks like.
Also, look at this back packaging. They even put their social medias and all that stuff. Like,
Oh, that's
like
clever.
this Chinese company is like super smart.
Open it. I want to see what the tray looks like.
Hold on.
I also want to stop streaming. I'm melting. Muteki's chanting open. Also, Muteki said the founder of Taco Bell passed away. Didn't know if he had a funeral or a funeral supreme.
Also, I have Mothra down here, but Mothra's small.
Yeah, I imagine Mothra could fold up a lot easier than
Hold
Rodan.
on. Before I open, let me get Mothra.
This is now the
Mothra's like
Wheels
the si-
Opens Godzilla toys stream. Hey, look at that. It's way smaller.
Look, do you realize this is like as big as probably like the Bandai high grade Star Wars ships? Like,
Yeah.
that's how. Here's the thing. I don't know what type of like Tamashi-esque stage they use. So like unless they come with a stage, which I don't recall in the reviews, but if they come with a stage, that's cool.
My RoboCop figures all came with stands.
Although then bam, then this has a stand. Also, I'm looking right at the stand while we're opening this.
Me, I don't know if it comes with a stand. Also, yeah, no, I do that all the time. Yeah, wow, they just packed them straight up.
They
Like,
just packed them straight up. So,
and yeah, he does come with a
like-
stand. I knew he would. I had a feeling.
ironically, like because of how I do reviews, like you already technically got the first part of the review. But anyways, it'll be a recap for people who don't go to my channel anyways. Yeah, no. Also, I just noticed that if you put it up against the light, right? you
Oh,
can
he's actually
they
partially
made the plastic-
transparent.
Yes, to recreate the fire wings. for
That's
when he moves so fast,
amazing.
So I'm gonna take him out later because he's too big of a mega chicken.
That is me with most of the stuff I've bought recently. I'm like, this is too big. I need to open it later.
Now the funny story is okay. So Rodan and Mothra have sort of been out for months. I just had them on my BB test pile of loot. The reason why I got these first was because Godzilla and Kong. I wasn't sure if they were going to be one-offs. Like I did not pre-order Godzilla, and he like sold out as soon as Kong went in stock. Then Kong sold out like a day or two before my birthday, as I told you, Soundout off air.
Mhm.
And so he sold out, and I had to get the reissue. And they also reissued the Godzilla now from the Godzilla vs. Kong, which is different from King of the Monsters design. So I'm gonna end up with 3 King of the Monster designs and 1 Godzilla vs. Kong design. And I also was okay. I didn't go in also immediately. I almost said Dark on Sound Out knows with Rodan and Mothra until they announced Ghidorah. I was like, should I get these? Should I not? And then Ghidorah got shown, so I put in down all the pre-orders. You can get all your pre-orders now for the reissues for Rodan, Mothra. If you want cool MonsterVerse toys that are like really good figure arts quality meets like American Standard toy, like a hybrid of both, at like a reasonable price, go to Hia right now. Go to Big Bad. You know, this isn't sponsored, but go check it out on Big Bad. If you want good MonsterVerse toys, go to Big Bad. Look up Hia. Those are the best ones you're probably gonna get.
Yeah.
You not, because Monster Arts is kind of screwing us over, especially with their Ghidorah being based on concept art design.
I still can't believe we can't get an accurate Ghidorah by now. All right, cool. So
no, Hia is the accurate one.
Well, that's what I'm saying from Bandai. Bandai couldn't do an accurate one.
Yeah, they couldn't do an accurate one.
The poll ended, by the way. I will be waiting for Chun-Li to do my Street Fighter review. I think it's fine because like most people have already reviewed Ryu and Fei Long by this point. So
Yeah,
I don't know why
I'll do a full wave review as opposed to just the partial.
Really should do a toy play video where we get toys that we actually both own, and then just do like I said, that stream show where it's just
We could do that.
me playing with toys.
We don't play with toys enough on this stream, so
We don't actually get to play with toys when we actually do calls. It's just you get to play with your toys and make fun of us.
I never make fun of you. You make fun of me all
does.
the time.
Totally does, right, Jerry?
Yeah,
He's
he
like, look
does.
at my great freaking toy. Look at my awesome room. Look at my
Yeah.
stuff.
We did earlier in the stream like an expose on what my desk looks like. It was very fun.
Sound Out literally is literally Carl Urban as the executioner from Ragnarok. This is my stuff.
Behold, my stuff. Muteki T is still trying to get me to get the helicopter. We're gonna wrap it up.
I'll get you a helicopter.
There will be Anja while I'm back here is still facing away, but she's getting reviewed Wednesday with Anjumon, so stay tuned for that. I don't know. Friday will be a different video. Now that I know that people want me to wait for Chun-Li, I think it kind of makes sense. I should just do the 3 of them together.
Yeah.
So we'll do that.
For you.
Yeah, it's easier for me too, because then I'm like, cool, I can move on to the next video. There will be shorts this week. I have not seen The Flash, because I did not go out to see it in theaters. I have not watched The Flash in full. But anyways, I will. Sad confession. I just The Flash has already bombed at the box office enough. I don't feel bad buying the Blu-ray, but I did not click the add to cart button fast on that one. Anyways, you can find me at the links below. You can find Jerry tomorrow, twitch.tv/FighterCouse for our King of Tuesday stream at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, and I beat Gainitz, and yes, it's Gainitz the whole time. Not Gonitz. I looked at his katakana. It says Genitsu.
Genitz. Okay,
Not
there we go.
Gonitsu. Yeah.
And then you guys are going to do, 9 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, Hero Club for Life on Twitch. Are you guys doing a Discotek stream tonight?
Yeah, we're doing it tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern.
9 p.m. Eastern.
Tonight.
Yep. I'll be eating dinner,
I gotta
so.
switch to my laptop.
Yeah.
Jerry, what we need to do, though, we need to also, beat
I'm not going to have an overlay.
Oh, we don't have the overlay?
Too short notice, even though we knew about it last night.
What about the other overlay?
We'll talk business when this is done. I want to end my stream.
Well, we can just
in California time, that is
9 Eastern is 6 or 7.
6, because it's 7 here, so it'd be 6 in California. There you go. We will talk to you guys next week. Have a good week, everybody. See you later, and we're out.